for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. What's happening, everybody? Let me make sure we on point. Okay, we good. Everything sound good. How everybody doing, man? How everybody is doing today, this lovely Tuesday afternoon. The old boy back. The old boy is back. Coach, your main man in the building. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Salute to my family in the chat. We're going to allow YouTube to send out all of the notifications on the Chitlin circuit. Allow YouTube to send all of the notifications out there. We're going to do that. Allow YouTube to send all of the notifications out there. Let everybody know that we're here. And it is what it is, man. Today is a good day, and we're going to have a damn good show, right? We're going to have a damn good show today, like we always do. We're going to rock out a little bit, have a little fun, make it do what it do. And we are going to move on, and we are going to do what we do. Try to advance the sport of boxing. That's it. That's all I care about, advancing the sport of boxing, right? I'm going to do my part, other content creators going to do their part. And at the end of the day, that's all you can do. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to do it as objectively and unbiasedly as I can, right? And that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So anyway, shout out to everybody, man. Much love to everybody. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and give everybody a round of applause. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. Also, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitter that is watching this show. Yes, I really appreciate everybody, man. Let me go ahead and send everybody, salute to the family in the chat. Salute to the family in the chat. Salute to you guys. Much love. So anyways, man, let's get into this. Now, as you guys know, you know how we do it. We like to do this OJ Juice Man style. For all you guys who are new to the channel, OJ the Juice Man is a rapper. He was hot, about a little over 10 years ago. About 12 years ago. He was down with another rapper by the name of Gucci Man. For those who are not familiar with hip-hop culture in America. So anyways, OJ the Juice Man, he's from Georgia, but he's so country, he called himself OJ Juice Man. You see what I'm saying? And so I just took that and ran with it. And when you hear this,
the stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
That means I am high. So anyways, this is OJ Juice Man.
Hey, okay.
So when you hear me play that, man, that's our super chat thing. But other than that, let's give everybody a round of applause. So you know how we do it, man. Let's do the OJ Juice Man style. This is our introduction to everybody. What's up? Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Wrong sound effect. Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Opender. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Big Ronald Finkley.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Charlo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Carne O'Connor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon. 93.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bales.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andy C in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mike the Dealer.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to AJ64.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to James. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Bud and and Crawford. We're gonna talk about Bud and Porter. We will be talking about that. But they November the 20th. We're gonna talk about Canelo. Canelo is coming up. So we're gonna talk about Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. We're gonna get into that. Not Billy Joe Saunders, but Canelo and Caleb Plant. And I used to call him Caleb Eggplant, but we're gonna put some respect on his name.
Hey, okay.
Shout out this cold in the winter.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jedi Gremlin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andy C.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man. Shout out to my main man Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pro Boxing Media.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, let's see who else we got in the building, man. Eddie Septeta, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Nova Scotia. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Jedi Gremlin. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Richard Sletsky. Shout out to War a Week Radio. Say D came back, taking the entire y'all. Okay, for real though. Shout out to War Week Radio. What's going on, Joe? Shout out to Saul T in the building. Shout out to Luke Kelly. What's going on? Shout out to Zay. What's up? Are you affiliated along with Zay Tobin? Nah, I doubt it. Shout out to Ching Smoke. What's going on? Shout out to Rob Rib Shows. Shout out to Adrian, Big 30. Big 30. You know what I mean? Shout out to who else we got? James, what's going on, fam? Zoe Santos. You know, let's see. Shout out to who else we have? Rider of the Storm, my main man. Ricky VW. What's happening? Shout out to the Queen Carmen Serene. Shout out to Peter Reeves. Shout out to, I think that's everybody. Shout out to Deontay Wilder to this day. I see you, boy.
To this day.
I see you in the chat. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Lawrence. What's going on, Lawrence? Shout out to Eddie Mack. Shout out to Eric Sanchez. Shout out to Mark the Machine. Shout out to the Ian. What's going on, fam? And shout out to Red Fox Roaming. Shout out to who else we have? If I forgot, shout out to Bruce Goals in the building. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. What's happening, bro? And I think that's it. Shout out to Magic Key Boxing. What's going on? And shout out to Mars. What's happening? Reese Mack. And I think that's everybody. Smile back if you're ugly. If I forgot your name, please forgive me. If I don't see you. Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe? John Cena. What's going on, fam? Taco K. Chase Money. What's going on? And I think that's it. Let's get into this. Now, we don't talk about the things that happened with the fight. And after the day, we're going to get us a chill pill. You know what I mean? Because we had a magnificent fight, but I don't want to end this subject matter on just, hey, the hell with, Deontay Wilder. Wilder said A, B, C, and D. Deontay Wilder is who he is. We know this. Nothing's going to change. But I want to end it on a positive note. Right? So for all of you Wilder supporters out there, whether you love them, hate them, or don't like them, for all you Wilder supporters out there, this is for you. Deontay Wilder can bounce back from his loss, in my opinion, guys, from his devastating loss to Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? Now, but he's going to have to do some things. He's going to have to be willing to accept his loss like a man and stop using excuses. We don't want to hear no more conspiracy theories. We don't want to hear no more complexion for the protection. We don't want to hear no more suits, water bottles, Mark Breland referee. We don't want to hear no more of that. And even though there are some channels that are still pushing the conspiracy with the clock and all that stuff there, I broke that down already. And I hope, if you was here, you got it. If you not, so be it. Find out what the rules are. Right? So he can't move on from this. He can't do this, right? Now, Wilder will have to be willing also to listen to his trainers. Malik Scott, I've been kind of rough on you, sir. But you know what? I think you did a phenomenal job in such a short period of time. Wilder just lost to the better man. Facts. Now, Wilder will have to be willing to work on things that he's neglected to do for so many years. Now, of course, he's going on 36 years old. He's 36 years old pretty much. Yeah, I know he's stubborn. He ain't going to listen to nobody. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. And guess what? You're right. But I'm just laying out a path for him, in my opinion, right? Wilder's going to have to stop being so damn stubborn and pig-headed. If you love and care about Wilder and you're a part of Deontay Wilder's team, tell him this, because I know you're watching my videos, right? That's what he's going to have to do. Once Wilder does all of those things, I believe that he can get back in the heavyweight division mix. In the heavyweight division mix again. You know what I mean? Like some of these champions that's out there right now, you got Usyk, you got Fury. He can't beat Fury. We don't need to see no more of that. We don't need to see no 4 fight, 5th fight, 6th fight. So he can't beat that guy. Regardless of what anyone says, Wilder is still one of the top heavyweights in the division. So this is for you Wilder haters. If you hate Wilder, regardless of what, you know, he is one of the top guys in the heavyweight division. Facts, he still might be top 3. We're going to discuss that. He still might be top 3. We're going to discuss that. He might not be top 3. That's subjective to you, right? But what Wilder's going to have to do, in my opinion, he's going to have to build up his legs. Why do I say, Coach, he got to build up his legs? Because guess what? There's been a blueprint on how to beat him now. Are there, not trying to get too ahead of myself, are there other fighters he's going to have to fight that's the size of Tyson Fury? No. But there's a blueprint. He's going to have to dig deep inside himself and be honest with himself, which so far he has shown he has been unwilling to do. So far, when things doesn't go his way, he built a wall of lies in his mind, and he believes them. Sometimes you can lie to yourself so much that you start to believe your own lies. And that's what's the problem with Wilder. You told yourself a million times the only reason Tyson Fury beat me is because he cheated. And it was a conspiracy and this and that, yada, 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 yada. And you put this negative energy out there and you went to your these narrative pushing channels and they back you with all that foolishness instead of being honest with you because they was trying to get subscribers, super chats, all. And I get all of that. I get it. It's a business for them. But they didn't care about you. Right? Now, but this is what I will say, guys. Now, the experience that Wilder has gained from fighting Tyson Fury 3 times, the best heavyweight in the world right now, Tyson Fury. That experience that he gained from fighting Fury, in my opinion, I believe that it will help him against other top heavyweights in the division. I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why? Because there are no other 6'9", 277-pound heavyweights in the division that he would have to worry about outside of Tyson Fury. So he doesn't have to worry about no one leaning on him with that much weight. Right? Whoever Wilder decides to fight next may try to use those same tactics that Tyson Fury tried. But in my opinion, they won't work. You want to know why I feel like they won't work, in my opinion? Because they don't have the size, the speed, the length, and the agility of a Tyson Fury to pull it off. Tyson Fury is a one-of-a-kind heavyweight. And there's what they say, there's only one Tyson Fury. I hate when they say that. Oh, I hate when they say that. I hate when they say that. Why you Tyson Fury, man? There's only one Tyson Fury, boy. But guess what? They right. The crazy part about it is they're right. There's only one Tyson Fury. There's only one 6'9", 277-pound giant in the history of boxing that I know of that has the footwork, the agility, the ring IQ. He can fight on the inside. Bro, 6'9" giant that knows how to fight on the inside. And knows how to fight dirty. Just like Lennox Lewis did. We're going to lean on you, put you in the headlock, put my weight on you. I'm going to wear your ass down. You remember how Lennox Lewis beat my guy, Mike Tyson? He put all his weight on him, pushing his head down, and then he got him out of there in the 8th round. But when you're a big man, that's how you're supposed to fight. When you're a big man, you fight the little man like you are the big man. You get his ass out of there. That's how you're supposed to fight. Is it dirty? Yes, it is. Not dirty, dirty. Is it dirty? Yes, it is. Is it effective? Yes, it is. You see what I'm saying? So now, as I said before, as long as Wilder can get over the trauma of his defeat against Tyson Fury, and he don't get too down on himself, he could be a champion again. I say, Wilder, you should go out to Trevor Bryant, the only American heavyweight champion in the world that we have right now. Trevor Bryant is the WBA regular heavyweight champion. Why not go after him? Trevor Bryant would be the perfect food for you to come back against. At least you can say you're a champion again, for whatever that'd be worth. But he's going to have to get over the psychological trauma of his defeat against Tyson Fury. He got knocked out last week. We don't know how he's going to come back mentally and psychologically. True. He's going to have to accept the fact that he told all these lies against Fury and he told all these lies against Mark Breland and that he really got his ass beat. That's trauma too, because you have to live with the trauma of those lies when the reality of the situation revealed itself and manifested itself Saturday. He's going to have to do that. But I will say this to Wilder and your fans. Wilder, you are a warrior. Remember that. The little bit of boxing skills that you do lack, you came a long way just with these. You came a long way. You have a net worth of over $30 million. You did damn good for yourself. So you really ain't got nothing to hang your head on. Right? As you know, I am one of your biggest critics, Wilder. I am one of your biggest critics for the excuses that you made in the past. That's the only reason why. Because you made excuses and you lied. And by me taking the stance that I took and calling you out on it, I received a whole lot of attacks from these race-baiting narrative supporting channels. Guess what? I was willing to stand in front of the firing squad. I was willing to do what others were not willing to do, who looked like me. I was willing to take that stance because I believed in what I'm doing and I believe in what I'm doing. You want to know why? I'm going to show you in a minute. I got a whole bunch of books down there. I got receipts down there. So I can never question your heart, your desire, your passion, and your will to win. Deontay Wilder, you and Tyson Fury gave boxing fans what we needed last week. See, this is what this is all about, guys. If you are a fan of the sport of boxing and you love the sport of boxing, this is what it's all about. You want to see damn good fights. You want to see A-class fighters fight another A-class fighter. You want to see top fighter and you want to see two top-tier fighters fight each other. We don't want to see no more cherry picks. We don't want to see no more bombs. We don't want to see you go into a fight, whether it's Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, whoever your favorite fighter is, David Benavidez, Joe Joyce, Dillian White, Odo Wale, Josh Saylor, Tank Davis, whoever your favorite fighter is, this is what we want as fans. We want to see the big fights. We don't want to hear the race baiting. We don't want to hear the race hustling. We don't want to hear the toxicity. As a boxing fan, I want to see the big fights. Is you going to pull up? That's what I want to know. That's all I care about. But Wilder and Tyson Fury gave us boxing fans what we needed last week. We got our money's worth. As a matter of fact, that pay-per-view should have been $100. That's how good it was. What do I mean by that? In that fight last week, we got drama. Tyson Fury looked like he was going to get Wilder out of there in the third round. Guess what? Wilder came back dead tired, caught him with a two-piece drop, Fury twice. This is facts. So that's the drama. We got excitement, two men going back and forth, banging each other's heads out for our entertainment. We got passion, two men who fought their hearts out and did not want to lose. We got desire. We saw determination from both men. Regardless whether you hate Wilder or not, regardless whether you hate Fury or not, you have to admit that. This is not about my personal feelings or your personal feelings. This is about the sport of boxing. Hopefully you get that. Hopefully you get that. You see what I'm saying? No matter how many times you get knocked down, you kept getting back up. Remember that. Remember what we saw. These are life lessons that we learned last week. Wilder got knocked down 3 times. The third time, he did not get back up. He got knocked out. Isn't that relative to life? Tyson Fury got dropped twice in the 4th round. He got back up both times. Is this relative to life? Sometimes in life, you're going to get your ass knocked down. Sometimes in life, you're going to get knocked out. The question is, are you going to get back up and keep fighting? That's the question. Are you going to get back up and keep fighting? Whether you like Deontay Wilder or not. I call him the twerkinator, as you know, because he likes to twerk. I criticize him for that. I criticize Wilder for, giving articles saying he would like to one day experience what it feels like to be pregnant and have a baby. I criticize all of that. I criticize his sick, deluded fanboys out there. I criticized them. And I would still do that. I have criticized Tyson Fury for being a liar, saying that, you just never know if I'm lying or telling the truth, because when I'm lying, people think I'm telling the truth. When I'm telling the truth, people think I'm lying. I've criticized Anthony Joshua for having for not having that killer instinct inside the ring. For looking like he's scared when he stepped inside the ring, not having that dog in him, not showing me what I saw last Saturday with Wilder and Fury. I criticized my favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford, for just having the personality of a damn cardboard. Not knowing how to sell himself, not knowing how to become more engaged with the fans. Not taking nothing away from his boxing skills, though. I criticized Errol Spence. Big. Call out. I'm down to Texas. I criticized him for not taking the sport of boxing seriously, drinking, getting drunk, almost killing himself in a car accident because due to his own fault. So my criticism is across the board. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. And hell, I take criticism myself from other channels. I'm called Coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, house nigga, Coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, house nigga. And for some reason, they think that them calling me names bothers me. It doesn't. But no matter how many times you get knocked down in life, how many times you gonna get back up? That's what I saw from Deontay Wilder, and that's what I saw from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's names, guys, will go down in the history as two of the greatest fighters of this era. No matter whether you like Wilder or like Fury or not, at the end of the day, you cannot mention Tyson Fury's name without mentioning Deontay Wilder's name. And you cannot mention Deontay Wilder's name without mentioning Tyson Fury's name. This is facts. Those two names are co-joined together from this point forward. And whether you like them or not, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder has brought back excitement to the heavyweight division and to the sport of boxing. They did that. When I watch a Canelo Alvarez fight, I already know he's going to win the fight. Ain't no 50-50 fight. Oh, yeah, he going to win. Wilder and Fury, that was pretty much, you really didn't know how this third fight was going to go. Because Wilder had that equalizer. Even though I always said that he ain't going to be able to beat Fury, but that's neither here nor there. We know it was going to be competitive. Wasn't going to be no steamrolling. Well, like it was in the second fight, it was. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying, though. They brought back excitement last week. Everybody is excited right now. And Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder did that. Terrence Crawford didn't do that. Errol Spence didn't do that. Canelo, he didn't bring no excitement like that. I'm just being honest with you, he didn't. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder did that. They brought back excitement. Wilder, he will bounce back, guys. Now, I want to ask you guys a question in the chat. Do you guys believe, who do you guys believe that Wilder should fight next? Let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. We're going to go straight to the chat, baby boy. We're going to go to the chat, baby boy. Let's do this. Shout out to my main man, Smith the West. He said that is a fact. JC said, what's up, coach? What's happening with you, bro?
Hey, okay.
Lisa, the Queen Lisa Bells. Okay. John Doe say, what up, John Doe? What up, Doe? What's happening? Paul Evans said, to be fair. Yeah, to be fair. We got to be fair. We got to be fair over here. This ain't about my personal feelings. This ain't about your personal feelings. This ain't about no fanboys. I have to be fair and balanced. If you do not like fair and balanced, this is not the channel for you. If you're looking for someone to cap for your favorite fighter, this ain't the channel for you. If you are a fanboy, this ain't the channel for you. My channel is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And I don't know how to kiss ass. I failed in that. I failed in when I took ass kissing. When I took an ass kissing class in high school, I got an F in that class. I got an F in ass kissing class. I didn't know how to do it. Maybe I could learn something from Ellie Setback though. Ellie sat back. Maybe I can learn something from you when it comes to kissing ass. Because I don't know how to do it. I failed that. I got an F in that class. Am I sarcastic? Yes. Do I talk a lot of ish? Yes. Do I have a big mouth? Yes. That's facts. That's why I don't mind if anyone say anything bad about me in the chat. You want to know why? Because it's par for the course. But I'm built for this, though. I can handle it. Jedi Gremlin, what's going on, man? He said facts. Chuck Supremacy said, Wilder and Fury gain respect from a lot of people, but it's their fan base that make it tough for the sport. Hey, Carter, they say, so if I get in with Fury, am I number 2? We don't know what you look like first, you know what I mean? We don't know what you look like. G123 said Wilder can't come back from this. He's done now. Nah, I don't agree with that, brother. I really don't. I don't agree with that. But that's your opinion. John Doe said, breath of fresh air. They fought at war. Yes, they did. You know, and listen, one thing you can say whatever you want to say about me. Am I lying? Well, you're not entertained last week. You see what I'm saying? I get called all kind of names, but you know. Yeah, moderators. I had to get some more moderators, man, because the chat been crazy for the past couple of days, man. But I just want to let you guys know, you know what I mean? If they're not saying anything racist, don't block them. As long as you're not attacking women or children, women and children are off limits to me. You can call me whatever you want to call me in the chat. I would not block you. And I ask my moderators, don't block no one because they offended. They said something offensive about me. I talk a lot of trash. Open door, there you go, fam. Open door, there you go. I talk a lot of trash. It's par for the course. If I dish it, I got to know how to take it. I'm not an I'll be sure, Christopher Williams, El DeBarge type dude. That's not me. I can handle it. Trust me, I can handle it. I can handle whatever criticism, whatever jokes, whatever anybody got to say with me. The only thing that will bother me is if you attack women and children. That's the only thing that'll bother me. Where is So that's all I'm saying. Give them a warning. Don't just outright block anyone. Give them a warning. If they keep tripping, you can get them out of here. That's it. That go my main man, Jawan. What's up, bro? Let me hit Jawan up right quick, man. Jawan, I just made your moderator. It's another person. Let's see. I was trying to make a moderator. Opened her. Where the hell you at? Can't find you here. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, guys. Well, so what do you guys, you say, Coach, funny. You should say that Deontay Wilder has been arrested for assault, apparently. Wait. Wilder got arrested for assault. I don't know anything about that. Hold on. He said, we have to see what Wilder's punch resistance is like now. After 2 fights and a big knockout, we have to wait and see. Yeah, Mike, you got a valid point. You make a valid point, brother. You do make a valid point. We're going to have to see what Wilder's punch resistance is at. JC said Wilder cost the fanboys channels clicks, views, and super chats. Okay. One guy says, Gypsy King is winner. That's not shocking news. Okay. D-Style says, Wilder never got revenge in blood. No, he didn't, brother. But he damn so tried.
Hey, okay.
He tried.
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
He tried. He damn so tried. He tried. He tried to get it back in blood. He damn so did now. The 4th round showed you that. He damn so tried, you know. But hey, man, it is what it is. Let me see, man. I'm trying to. Coon Slayer say it's Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad to this day.
To this day.
I see you, Bomb Squad. James said, I said Wakanda forever. Wilder putting the race on his back, and you weirdo moderators block me. Wow. What's going on? Let's see who we got. Jeff Luciano, what you say, man? Time traveler. Okay. Your Wapo, he says Wilder needs to take care of his right hand. Recurring injuries can be a problem. Yeah. But I'm saying he's not retiring. He's coming back. So, and he said that. Shout out to Jay.
Hey. okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Wilder has heart, but tough to get past his motive to tarnish another person's integrity. Yeah, I totally agree with that, bro. I do hope he bounces back though. Fun to watch. I do agree with that. That's a personal issue that he has. He says, I'm here. Okay, there you go, open it. I see you, bro. I see you now. That's a personal issue he has. Does Wilder have integrity? Is he a good sportsman? No. Does Wilder, is he a good sportsman? Is he gonna be honest with himself and not lie on people? Because we get on Tyson Fury for being a liar, right? Over here. We get on Tyson Fury for being a liar, but guess what? Deontay Wilder's a liar as well. He lied on Tyson Fury and accused the man of everything in the book. But we saw Saturday that wasn't the case. But that's neither here nor there. So where does he go from here? Where does he go from here? I mean, let's be honest. He lost to the best heavyweight in the division, Tyson Fury. Ain't no shame in that. He got knocked out. I'm not. His pride is hurt. His pride is hurt. Shout out to John Cross for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Chuck Supremacy said, when Wilder said he's going to rise like the Phoenix. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pugilism. You make a good point. You say keep working on the infighting, and Wilder's a dangerous fighter because he can pace from mid to long range with good time shots. Hey, Pugilism, now you make something very valuable, but I'm gonna interject to that, brother. Wilder needs to build his legs up in order to be a stronger inside fighter. You get what I'm saying? Listen, listen. To be a strong inside fighter, you got to dig deep. Use your legs. You have to sometimes squat down a little bit to get that hard punch in there. Bop. You see what I'm saying? Come back there right. Bop. You see what I'm saying? Uppercut. Bop. You know what I mean? All that comes from the legs. It really comes from the bottom of the feet. And coming on up. But if the strongest foundation of your body is weak, come on, man, it's not going to work. So Wilder has a fighting style that, I'm just being honest with you, dog. He got a fighting style that, hey, man, he just can't beat Tyson Fury. Can't beat the guy. He can't beat the guy, dog. You know what I mean? But what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to be honest with himself. And he has to allow his trainers listen to them. He got to listen to these guys. He has to listen to them. And you guys, a lot of you guys is right. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You're right about that. He is an old dog, and apparently you cannot teach him new tricks. You can't teach him new tricks. Right? But guess what? He don't have to worry about fighting no more Tyson Furies. There's no other 6'9", 277-pound heavyweights out there. He don't have to worry about fighting no more Tyson Furies. He can fight the Dillian Whites. He can fight the Anthony Joshuas. He can fight the Andrew Ruizes. There you go. I got you open. I found you. He can fight those guys. He can fight them. And guess what? How many people gonna get up from that right hand that Deontay Wilder landed on Tyson Fury? I mean, it might be some other stuff. Thomas, shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat
Hold on,
received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hold on, fam. He say check your Instagram. I got you. I got you right now. You good. You're good. You're Gucci right now. You're Gucci. Everything Gucci, baby boy. Everything is Gucci. Shout out to Ricky Torres.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said LBDC hitting hard on Count Dracula. Count over 10. Yeah, we debunked that already, Ricky Torres. At this point, hey, Ricky, Pretty Ricky is what they call him. Hey, Ricky, check this out. At this point, if there's any YouTube channel that's still talking about the long count, the count, and Wilder really won against Fury, at this point, they just delusional, slow, and stupid. There's no need of keep even beating on that. You see what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to Deontay Wilder's team. They watch my videos every day. Shout out to the Alphabet Boy community. What's happening? I am here. Let's see. I still think Wilder can beat any heavyweight not named Fury. You know what? Yeah. I believe so too. He said, I'll start putting you in the headlock when you stop putting your head under my armpit. Hey, that's a good one there. That's a good one there, man. That's a good one. I like that. Listen, all jokes aside. Listen, he said he should fight Miller. Oh, no. You talking about Jared Miller? No, I'm talking about Jared. He should fight Miller. Who, Big Baby Miller? He due back January 20. No. Yeah. Woo! Opened. I don't know, fam. That, you know what? Both 36. Good fight. I don't know if Miller, you know what? I forgot all about him. You're talking about the drug cheat. You're talking about the drug cheat. Big Baby Miller. That guy. Wilder don't need to fight that dude. That dude might try to cheat Wilder. That dude might try to put something in the system. Nah. Wilder is one of the top heavyweights in the division. It doesn't matter whether you like him or not. It doesn't matter whether I like him. That's irrelevant. Fact of the matter is, he is that guy. He's one of those guys. Listen, this is my top 5. I have Tyson Fury. I have Alexander Usyk, number 2. Number 3, shit, you could probably put Wilder number 3. Some people would say AJ should be number 3 because he was 2-time unified champion. Some people would say Dillian White should be there. That number 3 spot is debatable. But I got a question I want to ask you guys. Outside of Tyson Fury, who in the heavyweight division you think can take that right hand? Tyson Fury well, I'm not talking about the guys who took a dive against Wilder. We know Malik Scott did that. Malik Scott, woo, died. Car ain't got no roof. Jumped right in the water. So we know that. We know that now. We know that. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. When you look at the fight with Joshua when Joshua won the IBF championship belt against Charles Martin got hit. He got knocked out against Anthony Joshua. The man wasn't even asleep. He sat on the mat and looked at him. Charles Martin could have got up. He made a educated decision to stay there, and he lost to Anthony Johnson. It counted as a knockout. This is facts. Go back and look at the video. Go back and look at the video. He said nobody can handle that broken hand smoke. He says nobody but Fury can take that right hand for 12 rounds. Yeah, bruh. I'm just saying. And just imagine how big Tyson Fury is. 6'9", 277 pounds. He got knocked down 4 times by this guy. And he got all of that weight and he got back up. What fighters in the heavyweight division do you think that can do that? And still try to fight? We seen Joshua get knocked down 4 times against Andrew Ruiz. He kept getting up. Dillian White, he probably would get back up, but he had got knocked out. He got two knockouts before. He says that dude did not take no dive. I don't know who you're talking about, Pat Roy. Malik Scott took a dive. He did that. He says nobody but Fury can take that round for 10. Okay. And he say Leon Musa, he says Fury number 1, Wilder 2, Usyk 3, Joshua 4, Dillian. Okay, that's your opinion. We gotta make Usyk number 2, in my opinion. Corey Bradley says I would like to see him fight Robert Helenius. That'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. Him and Helenius. That'll be a good fight, guys. Trevor Brown says Joe George will take over when Fury retires. Only thing about Joe George is too slow, dog. He is slow. You see what I'm saying? He is slow. The Juggernaut, one thing about Juggernaut, the Juggernaut keeps going. but he's just slow. He doesn't have any defense. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have any defense, in my opinion. In my opinion. You know, I could be wrong, but, you know, just from the hand-eye test. Now, John B said, JBN's boxer said, we don't know that because how many elite fighters have Wilder fought? Facts. You will not get an argument from me on that. We don't know that. You're right about that. You are right about that, JBN. We do not know who else can take that right hand. But I will say this, though. Based on certain fights that we've seen from certain heavyweights, you see what I'm saying? No, you know what? I was going to say something. I'm not even going to say that. You're right about that. You know, we won't know until he fights some other guys. He's going to have to fight some other guys and to see who can take that right hand. Shout out to Net Dialogue for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the cheat channels are now coming across like Hillary in 2020. This channel gets my cash for being the polar opposite of the sand machine they are, or the sad machine they are. Shout out to you, fam. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video. It really does help us out. And we got the merch. Click the link in the description below to look at the merch. As a matter of fact, let's go over here, guys, to the let's go over here to let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, family. Family, let's do this. Let's look at some of the rankings, right? This is, I think I got that. Yeah. This is the WBO. This is the WBO site, right? Let's look at as we can see right here, guys. As we can see right here, this was coming up next. You know, I want to see who's in the top 10 that Wilder can fight. Hold on. Who's in the top 10 that Wilder can fight on this comeback? This is the WBO site. We got some Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. These are the fights that's coming up. Tank versus Roland Romero. You know, of course we know we got Crawford coming up. We know we got Shakur Stevenson and another guy. But let's go over here, guys. Let's go over here. Right here. They got the Gypsy King right here. He's the #1 guy, top dog in the division. Now we know what the outcome was of this fight. Fury beat Wilder. And in the ratings over here, they got Andy Ruiz next. Right? I don't know how far Wilder would go down the totem pole, but these are several fighters he can fight. We do not want to see Wilder Ortiz 3. We do not want to see Wilder Ortiz 3, right? Michael Hunter, Wilder beat the brakes off that dude. Joseph Parker, in my opinion, Wilder beat him too. But guess what? I could be wrong. F.A. Jabba, that'll be a good fight. Wilder, both of them fight very similar. That'll be a good fight. Wilder and F.A. Jabba. Frank Sanchez, woo, that's a slick son of a gun right there, boy. Frank Sanchez might be problems. Because he got footwork and head movement. I don't know if he can take that shot, but he got footwork and head movement. Another thing Wilder's going to have to work on is he's going to have to work on his stamina because the blueprint has been laid out there for him. Boy, if you can get this guy past the fourth round, or fourth or fifth round, he'll be tired. You got him. Saul T say Sanchez is an excellent boxer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Better than Dino said. In shape Andrew Ruiz will give Wilder problems. Kendall says I had enough of seeing Wilder one trick pony. I'd rather watch rugby, and I'm black. Well, I guess you'll be watching rugby, my brother. Chat should get back. He said the problem for Wilder is I don't think he take a whole lot of the other fighters' best shots. AJ White, with big punchers, Wilder actually fought. You know what? To me, that was the most unbiased and objective thing you could have said. You make a valid point. Wilder has not fought any elite heavyweights prior to Tyson Fury. The closest thing he's fought to an elite heavyweight was Ortiz. And when you break down King Kong Ortiz's resume, he ain't fought nobody. You see what I'm saying? So you make a valid point. And everybody know the kill shot for Deontay Wilder is what? The temple shot. The right hook behind the left ear. Everybody knows this is what I'm saying, guys. The blueprint has been laid on how to beat Wilder. Rough him up, and he can't take shots to the left side of his temple. That's the kill shot. That busted. You know what I mean? So you make a valid point when you said that he didn't fight Povetkin or Vladimir. You make a valid point. And this is not for all you Wilder fans out there. Oh man, he's still talking bad about it. No. Get out of your feelings. That's the thing. You can't get out of your feelings and look at it as objective as possible. This is not about your feelings. But there's a blueprint that's been laid, and anybody he's fighting from this point forward is going to try to implement that blueprint. He has stamina issues. He has weak legs, and we don't know if he can take another punch from any of the other heavyweights. He took Tyson Fury punches until he was able to last, but he said Tyson Fury was pillow fist. So if Tyson Fury is pillow fist, Anthony Joshua is not pillow fist. Anthony Joshua hits hard. He's not pillow fist. Dillian White is not pillow fist. Joe Joyce is not pillow fist. Jared Anderson, Big Baby Anderson is not pillow fist, right? So if you was able to take pillow fist, and let's say we go with this Tyson Fury has pillow fist. Let's say we go with that narrative, right? Okay, the other heavyweights arguably could probably hit harder than Tyson Fury. So I'm anxious to see who he would fight next. This guy says, what? They say, what did you mean? I'd rather watch rugby. I want to watch boxing. And black people play rugby. Okay. Danny says, Wilder would come back and nick out the other 30 balls like he did before his fight. Andy C said you got to hit him on the dent. Luke says facts. Lee Luna, the queen, says, she said, after those beatdowns Wilder took, he should just retire. Too many concussions in such a short time. I don't know. Chat shit get banged. Don't get me wrong. He can sleep anyone, but it's who lands the flush first against AJ White. Right. This guy say another subject. Okay. I don't know if you're referring that to me, sir, but if you are referring that to me, the topic of today's show is where does Wilder go next? It's in the headline, the title. And if you didn't like the subject, you had ample opportunity to say, you know what? I don't want to look at this. Let me go somewhere else. Counterpunch. Teach says the division needs to be cleaned up like what Sanchez did to Ijaba. He say, I'd be petty if I was a boxer and try to put L's on people's undefeated streak. Dr. Mofongo says the blueprint is pressure. If Wilder doesn't have space to extend, he short circuits. Shout out to Major Key in the building. Okay. Who can implement that though? We'll get to who Fury fights next. You know what I mean? We'll get to where he'll go at next. He's the top guy right now. Whether you like him or not, he is. He said people playing themselves thinking Fury doesn't have at least decent power. Mehmet says, brother, you said Fury would win. You was right. I think Usyk would give Fury some problems. Other than that, do you think he would go down as a great? Yeah, he will. Of this era, he will. I think Wilder, Joshua, and Fury would go down as the greats of this era. I really believe that. I really believe that. I really believe that. You know what I mean? And this is not this is no shade on nobody. I just think they are. To me. Oh yeah, and Usyk. Can't forget about Usyk. Gotta throw Usyk in there. Also, the man that said, Coach, if you think about it, Fury really ruined his career. 2.5 losses in a row, and that's broken him down, and he would never be the same. Everybody will fancy their chances now. Yeah, they're gonna look at Wilder as food at this point. They're gonna look at Wilder as food. They're going to say he's a one-trick pony. They're going to say he gets tired fast. He doesn't have stamina. He has stamina issues. He has skinny legs. If we make it an inside, rough and rugged fight game, he cannot fight on the inside. Let's do that. That's going to be the blueprint. And that's not going to stop nobody from trying to implement that. Hey, okay. Shout out to Dixie for dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, does Wilder have a good chin or is Fury pillow fisted? That's a good question. That's a good question. Does Wilder have a good chin? And if you say yes, what are we basing that on? You can't say, you know what? Oh, boy, you smart. You smart. You can't say, well, Wilder got a good chin. He took Fury punches in one breath, but then turn around and say, well, Fury got pillow fists. See, the problem, let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you guys. He said Fury smothers his own punches too. Right. The problem when you tear down Fury, when you say Fury was a fat boy, he was a cokehead, he's blubber butt. He's pillow fist. The problem when you tear Tyson Fury down is you tear your own fighter, Deontay Wilder, down at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? When you say Fury is a fat blubber butt, he bad body, he pillow fist, he can't knock nobody out. And then when your fighter loses the blubber butt, get knocked out by pillow fist, what does that say about your fighter? Because the counter argument to that is, oh man, well, shoot, your fighter got knocked out by pillow fist. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why you can't tear down. For you Wilder fans, you can't tear down Tyson Fury, because to tear Tyson Fury down is to tear your own fighter down, Deontay Wilder. Because the Fury is A, B, C, and D, as you say he is. Your fighter got beat by A, B, C, and D. You see what I'm saying? So, but y'all make a valid point. Wilder hasn't fought any top tier heavyweight, in my opinion. He fought Romain Savern, he fought Ortiz. But I'm saying hard hitting guy, putting people to sleep. We're gonna have to see how does he bounce back from that. That's why I said, guys, that I want to see, how does this psychological trauma, how does he bounce back from that? Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out to my Maestro Boxing. What's going on, fam? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. It helps the old boy out. Pugilism says, and nobody, even AJ, will entertain fighting Wilder in the booth after seeing Wilder grit. You have to be Fury sized with the skill set to maul Wilder in that fashion. Not only that, pugilism, but you have to have the mindset. You have to have the mentality. I am willing to go through hell in order to get the desired outcome that I want. He said, this is a good time, by the way, to have a good time. Yes, sir. That's one of my sayings. This is a good time to have a good time. This is a good day to have a good day. He says Wilder needs a cash out fight. Maybe Andrew Ruiz. This might make him money to pay his people. Champ side, 7A Sports, Drew Trill, Boston Eagle, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, I don't think he paid those guys nothing. They just capped for free. To be honest with you. I don't think he paid them nothing. They just so happy to be a D-Rider. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Hey, okay. You're dropping that 449. Bam, pound on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, right? We don't know, we don't know how he's going to bounce back from this from a psychological standpoint. I can tell you one thing, though. I can tell you guys one thing. If Wilder doesn't work on building his legs up, it's gonna be a long night for him. You gotta have, it's one thing to have a skill set. To be 6'9", 277 pounds. Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries, who's in the building. Hey, okay. Shout out to my brother. It's one thing to have that skill set, but it's a whole nother different. It's another thing to have the mindset and the mentality. What do I mean by that? 3 weeks ago, we saw my guy Anthony Joshua fight Alexander Usyk. We saw Alexander Usyk put on the boxing clinic to my guy Anthony Joshua. We saw Anthony Joshua look scared in that fight. We saw Anthony Joshua, he landed some punches, but he was pawing with his jab, pawing with his right hand. He bust Usyk's face up, but we saw that. He's trying to box like Twinkle Toes. Anthony Joshua was my favorite heavyweight, but guess what? I'm not going to cap for him. Something happened to Anthony Joshua after the end of the Ruiz fight. The Anthony Joshua, and I have to be honest, Anthony Joshua's my guy. I love Anthony Joshua. But I'm not going to let my love for Anthony Joshua get in the way of me lying for him or of me voicing my opinion of what I saw. What I saw from Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder last Saturday is totally different from what I saw from Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Totally different from what I saw from Dillian White and Povetkin. And I'm just being as honest as I possibly can. It's gonna make some people mad and upset, but it's true.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Fury and Survivor for dropping that $2.99. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
This guy say talk more about Wilder than the winner. You can always leave. You can always leave. Shout out to Iron Mike for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Anyways, man, he says Daniel Dubois is a big heavyweight with one punch KO power. Would be a good fight while it lasts. Right. Okay, you know what? Y'all guys make some valid points. You make some valid points because we don't know. If Fury is pillow fist, then damn. And if you would say that Joshua hits harder, or if Dillian White hits harder, how would he handle that punch? He's gonna have to build his legs up. And he's gonna have to listen, be willing to be taught. To be honest with you, that's probably not going to happen. I'm not optimistic about that. Because as I said before last week, when you talk about Wilder, the only thing you talk about with Wilder is he has that one punch knockout. That's it. You don't talk about his boxing IQ. You don't talk about his footwork. You don't talk about his feints. You don't talk about his fundamentals. You don't talk about his ability to slip punches. You don't talk about his angles. They don't talk about none of that. They confirm. They talk about the one trick he has, the right hand. He said, I agree. At least with Wilder, he was going to go out swinging, better or worse. Wilder knows who he is. To me, AJ has either lost or forgotten that. Yeah. He says Fury would dominate Usyk. He will tire out Usyk with his weight. But you know what? Better than Dino. Usyk ain't gonna be there for Fury to hold him. You can't say that. Usyk is not Wilder. Usyk has footwork. Usyk give angles. And Usyk will be in shape for 12 rounds. You can't say that. Can't say that. It sounds good though. Shout out to the Nick Rich.
Hey, okay.
Let me see. Did I make you? Hold on, Nick. Let me see what's up. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Hold on. Okay, there you go. You get what I'm saying though. hey, he say Usyk has 5 computers. Oh, John, no, why you gotta bring that up? Hey, listen, man, I was the main dude talking trash about Usyk as a heavyweight, not as a cruiserweight, not as what he did in the Olympics, but as a heavyweight. I said, man, this man ain't really done nothing in the heavyweight. I say Joshua gonna stop this dude in the 9th round. Boy, was I wrong. I say Joshua's gonna stop this dude in the 9th round. Y'all talking like Alexander Usyk is the Matrix. He training with Papa Chenko, Mama Chenko, Sister Chenko, Brother Chenko, Uncle Chenko, Auntie Chenko, Cousin Chenko. He training with all the Chenkos, and they are like he's a Matrix, and he got 5 computers in his head. You know, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates built these computers in his brain. I say, man, Joshua gonna stop this dude. Guess what? I was wrong as hell. Bruh, I was so wrong. Remember that? I was so wrong. This is facts. He said, hello, would have been right, coach, if AJ let his hands go. This is facts. I was so wrong about that fight. But that's neither here nor there. That's history. And I was so wrong about that fight. But what we saw last week with Wilder and Fury, two guys kept getting knocked down and they kept getting back up. Wow. In life, when you get knocked down, you got to get back up. A lot of people, when they get knocked down, they lay down. I don't got knocked down a lot of times. Whole lot of times. Whole lot of times. Kept getting my ass back up, though. And that's what it's all about. You're going to have to keep getting back up. So, Wilder, get yourself together, brother. Hope everything work out for you. A lot of you guys are right, though. You can't teach your old dog new tricks, but I would love to see him fight. I would love to see him fight the Dillian Whites. I would love to see him fight those guys, Dillian Whites and stuff like that. I would love that. He said, Coach, some may take offense at me, but I think Joshua would be a much bigger challenge for Fury. Poses many more problems. I fancy Joshua for that fight, and he would be a betting underdog. Can I be honest with you, Arsenal Manic? I don't know. I don't know. See, I want to explain something to you guys. Bear with me one moment. Let me turn these other lights on. This what you got to understand, guys. You have to have the mentality and the mindset in order to be have that killer instinct. To have that killer instinct, that heart, that dog, that determination, you have to have a certain mindset. If you're 6'6", 240, 250 pounds, you have to fight like you're 6'6", 240, 250 pounds when you get in front of a guy that's smaller than you. Joshua has all the physical tools to beat anybody. What he doesn't have is the mental tools. We saw mentality and mindset a few days ago. Anthony Joshua may be better than Tyson Fury in a whole lot of ways. But that mentality is totally different. I'm just being honest with you. And this is coming from an Anthony Joshua fan. I'm going to lose some today, and I know I will. Because what happens when you have these fanboys from different fighters. See, let me tell you guys something. I don't have any emotional attachment to no fighters. I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. So when I give my analysis and breakdown, that's the spirit from which I'm coming from. I'm not coming from the pause. I'm not coming from the fanboy spirit. I'm coming from the love of the sport of boxing spirit. And if you don't love the sport of boxing more than you love a particular fighter, you will not understand where I'm coming from. You will easily get offended when someone says something about your fight. You don't have to agree with me. And you can call me whatever you want to call me in the chat. I have no problem with that. I don't take it personal because you don't know me personally. But I know what my eyes tell me. The mindset is the key. If you don't have the mentality, dude, I'm coming in there. You big Dawson, I'm coming to you. Fury, what if you get hit with that right hand by Wilder? I don't care. That big Dawson, I'm willing to go in there and get hit in order to stop this guy. Wilder. This dude 6'9", 277 pounds. Man, I don't care. I'm going in. I got to get him out of there.
To this day.
I got to do this for my people.
To this day.
I got to do this for the Alphabet Boy community.
To this day.
I got to do this for myself.
To this day.
Even though I know I lied on him. But I still got to be willing to go in there. And then, to be fair, it ain't like well, you know what? He was willing to go in there because he took the man to court. He took the man to arbitration in order to get Fury in the ring in the third time. So he was willing to go in there. Can't say that. You can't take that from him. He said, Coach, you're right. Doesn't mean AJ or Wilder are done, as many say in the chat. They both need to go back to the bases and rebuild. You know, for Wilder and for Wilder and Joshua, it's two different things. For Wilder, he needs to go back. He needs to build his legs up. It's not a mentality thing for Wilder. It's certain physical traits and attributes he's going to have to develop if he wants to get back. I'm not saying he's going to be undisputed or anything like that, but if he wants to get back in the mix. For Anthony Joshua, it's a mentality thing. He don't know what he want to be. You see what I'm saying? Too nice and too friendly. Too nice, too friendly. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Too nice and too friendly. Taking pictures with Usyk before the fight start. We all over here like this. Hey, man, let's take this picture right. Let's take this selfie, dog. Let's take this selfie. Bam. You know, that's why I say, to me, Anthony Joshua was more Frank Bruno than Lennox Lewis. Anthony Joshua was more Frank Bruno than Lennox Lewis. And that's just his character. And that's nothing wrong with that, but you can't bring that character into the ring. It's one thing to have that character outside of the ring, but in the ring, you can't bring that character. But what I saw, dog, last week, dog, this fight is going to go down as one of the greatest fights in the history of boxing. I'm not saying it's the greatest now. I'm saying it goes down in one of the greatest, regardless of who you like or who you don't like. Facts. Facts. And for whatever limited skills Wilder has, and he has fought a bunch of D-class and C-class fighters, let's be honest now. Shout out to High and Low.
Hey,
For
okay.
dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the channel where boxing matters. Yes, sir. Eric Lopez. Eric, what's going on? Eric 1984. He says, Coach, what happens if Trevor Bryant, what happens is Trevor Wilder fight Trevor Bryant for the regular title? Deontay Wilder get Trevor Bryant out of there. As a matter of fact, Deontay Wilder should fight Trevor Bryant next. Hector, there you go, big heck. I was looking for you, heck. Deontay Wilder should fight Trevor Bryant next. To be honest with you. Hey, Trevor Bryant fool. Heck, I got you, heck. Trevor Bryant fool right now, man. Now, we do know I be capping for Trevor Bryant. We know I be capping for Trevor Bryant. We know that. We know I be capping for Trevor Bryant. I do say I don't cap for no fighter, but I did lie about that. I cap for Trevor Bryant. But I'm through capping for you, Trevor. I'm through capping for you. Wilder, you want to be a champion again? Go fight Trevor Bryant. Take that WBA regular heavyweight title from him. That'll be a good confidence booster fight. That'll be a good confidence booster fight. Go fight Trevor Bryant. He's the WBA regular heavyweight champion of the world. Wilder, go fight Trevor. Go fight Trevor Bryant. Beat the brakes off him. You'll knock him out. You'll get him out of there. Beat the brakes off him, and then come on back. You be the WBA regular heavyweight champion. Get back in the mix. But you still got to work on. He said, Coach, Malachi, go get you. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, he gonna get him out of there, man. Hey, Wilder gonna beat Trevor Bryant. I don't care what nobody say. Now, you know I rocks with Trevor. Y'all know I got love for Trevor Bryant. But Wilder gonna get him out of there. He got all that money. He said, build your body. He got everything he need. He do need a solid team that holds him accountable. Yeah. 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 No, just tell him the truth. And you know what? Hold on. Kelly, check this out. I'm finna tell you something. You guys in the chat, you may disagree with me, and I could be totally wrong. I don't have any actual facts on this, so I want to preface that before I say it. But maybe this beatdown that Wilder took against Fury this past Saturday, maybe that was the teaching point that Malik Scott can give him and say, dog, look, remember all them times when Mark Breland was telling you that, man, you won't listen, you unteachable? Remember all those times when Mark Breland was trying to show you how to slip this punch, how to use your jab to work your way in there, how to do feints and how to do angles to box? Remember that time he was telling you that? And then eventually you got mad at him when you was getting beat down, he threw the towel in and you lied on him and said that he was a disloyal trainer. He said, guess what? Man, Mark Breland was right. This is what he was talking about. I love you, brother. This is what Malik Scott should tell Wilder. He said, I love you, brother, but it was a lot of things that we was trying to tell you that you wasn't listening. All the chickens came home to roost Saturday. That's it. This is what it's about. But it's gonna take humility and see, there's nothing wrong with having pride. There's something wrong with having false pride. There's a difference between pride and false pride. You could be a prideful individual, but false pride is being prideful of something where there's no need to do that. False pride is having too much pride to a default. Example of false pride. Hey man, he beat my ass. You know, man, listen, man, let's shake hands as though with, man, we fought a good trilogy fight. Oh man, I don't care nothing about that, man. I still don't respect you. That's false pride. Being prideful is I'm a fighting man. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get him out of there, do my best. When I lose, even though I don't like it, man, I got to accept the fact. I got to swallow my pride and say, you know what, man, I lost to the better man. He said, Coach, watch Anthony Johnson's first 14 fights. He looks like a beast. Since then, he has been with McCracken. He's going back to the amateur mold in my eyes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Let's get to this super chat. Don't want to miss it. Shout out to Antonio Giles. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, according to Blue Blood, Wilder said he wasn't tired at all. The shot in the third, he never recovered from it. Even when he dropped Fury, he was still dazed and fighting on instinct. He was fighting on instinct. You're right about that. I think the whole world can see Wilder was tired, though. If according to Blue Blood, if a Blue more than likely, he's probably lying. But if Wilder said that, he's just delusional. Smith the West says, if AJ wants to reach his true ability, he has to be around a different type of energy at this point. AJ is stubborn as well. AJ is stubborn as well, and he's a really nice guy, really good kid. Sweet. And that, to me, he's that to a default, in my opinion. And this is my favorite heavyweight, but he's not above reproach. Just being honest with you. Hector Garcia say, yeah, we count just for Trevor. We count for Trevor Bryan, man. We count for Trevor Bryan. Hey, Mr. Calderon said, Don King won't let that happen unless Wilder signs some terrible contract with him. Oh, yeah, no. Listen. He fought, listen, hold on, Mr. Calderon. I think I don't agree with you on that. Remember, Bermain Stavern is a Don King fighter. Bermain Stavern is a Don King fighter, and he didn't have to go through that. Just fight him one time. Listen, fight Trevor Bryan. He fooled. Beat the brakes off of him. Get that strap, and then say, and guess what? You'll have everybody on the Alphabet Boy Channel Network. They'll be saying, wow, this champion, he's a champion again. And guess what? He will be champion again. Black Native First says, Tress, Wilder learned his lesson. Yeah, I hope he did learn his lesson. Sean Alexander said AJ needs Usyk to curse him out for AJ to come out and knock him out. Opender says, Sheffield, where AJ trains, is full of amateurs and GB prospects. Needs a real gym, not a sporting complex. Remember, yeah. You know what? Shout out to Notorious.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, man, listen, man. Wilder was tired, man. The whole world seen it, man. Hey, he was dead tired. Yo, man, check this out, man. He was dead tired. Dead tired. The whole world seen that, man. Come on, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and shout out to everybody on Twitter, man. You guys hitting the like button, it really helps the old boy out. Or even the dislike button, it helps the old boy out. I really appreciate that, man. And I love you guys in the chat. And I appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your day to come over here and watch the old boy, old 47-year-old old boy. I appreciate that. But anyways, listen, guys, check this out. Let me stop, man, because I can't go overboard. I can't go overboard. You know, I just don't. I'm like, listen, bro. Let me tell you something. This is the type of mentality that I have, guys. This is the type of mentality that I have. Once I sign a contract to fight you, it's on and popping. I know we can have sportsmanship and all of that there, and that's fine. But guess what? When I find a contract to fight you, we ain't taking no selfies. I'm not giving you no sugar. We not hugging. We ain't smiling. I don't like you. I don't like your auntie. I don't like your mama. I don't like your daddy. I don't like your cousin. I don't like your friends. I don't like your girlfriend. I don't like anybody, anything associated with you. They say, "Oh, coach, man, that's been a sad sportsman. That ain't how it's supposed to be." Man, damn all that. When I sign a contract to fight you, and I know you're going to try to knock my head off, and I'm going to try to knock your head off, the last thing on my mind is taking some goddamn selfies with you. That's the last thing on my mind. He said, we need AJ to return to the Vlad fight gritty mentality. Yes, that's the one I missed. Hey, okay. Shout out to Dorian for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that, fam. We need AJ to return to the Vlad with grit and mentality. You need grit and mentality. You have to be willing to go through hell in order to get to heaven. Tyson Fury has that mentality. Wilder has that mentality. He don't have all of the skills, but he had that mentality. I'm just talking about a mentality standpoint. We're not talking about a physical skill set, guys. I'm talking about a mentality. Kill or be killed. That's all I'm saying. I got a lot of flack from a lot of Anthony Joshua fans for saying, "Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, this is about sportsmanship." And you Americans, see, this is your problem. You Americans, you don't know nothing about being a gentleman, and you don't know nothing about, you know, this is the problem. You Americans don't know how to be a gentleman, mate. Listen, I ain't trying to drink no goddamn tea with you. I ain't trying to go to the pub and have shandies with you. Damn all of that. I'm just saying me. It's a mentality. When I get in the ring, if I'm 6, and listen, if I get in the ring, if I'm bigger than you, guess what? I'm gonna beat you like that. Or I'm gonna get knocked out trying to beat you like that. He say, "This is coach. AJ isn't as nice as you think." Thing is, coach, AJ not nice as you think. He has a nasty side, and he's trying to be nice, which is just as a bigger problem. Come out like Lane predicting pain. He says, listen, this is what I'm saying, Alan Skill. And I don't want to make this about AJ, but this is what I'm saying. Whatever he was before the Andy Ruiz fight, he is not there anymore. That's all I'm saying. If you're an AJ fan, you have to acknowledge that. The AJ that fought Vladimir Klitschko, that guy's gone. We see that now. We see that now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is it a knock on AJ? No. Maybe it'll work for him. Who knows? Maybe it'll work for him. You know, keep doing the same thing. But I'm talking about from a mentality standpoint. You know, I'm when I sign a contract to fight you, dog, I promise you, the last thing I'm gonna be doing is taking selfies with you. You're not a gentleman. You Americans. I get it. Shout out to Y2K for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, "You said Wilder did not like the black or the white referee, so he should get a Puerto Rican or a Dominican referee. He took your advice." Yeah, and then, oh man. That AJ is long gone. Anybody from the UK? Anybody? I want to talk to my brothers and sisters from the UK. Anybody from the UK disagree with me? Anybody from who from the UK understand what I'm saying? He say AJ nicer than Manny Pacquiao. You know the difference between that though? Manny Pacquiao was really nice before he fights. When he get in the ring, he's not nice anymore. When When Manny Pacquiao, oh, I just wish my opponent, good luck. I'm talking about the Manny Pacquiao in his prime. I wish my opponent good luck. Manny Pacquiao. I wish him good luck. Hope he get home safe to his family. We're gonna have a fight. He's a good fighter. I do have some challenges. Yada yada yada. But then when he get in the goddamn ring, he look like goddamn clap on, clap off. You be like, God damn, hold on, what is this the same guy? This guy was just complimenting me. He was real nice, looking all meek and humble, and looking so small and frail and such. But then when he get in the ring, guess what? He turns into a beast. That's what I want to see. You're going to need that. It's a mentality standpoint, a mindset. That's all I'm saying, dog. I'm a hater for saying that. I come from the old school, dog. I mean, and I think that's the problem. I come from a different era, different mentality, and I don't understand this era and mentality today. I just don't get it. I don't understand it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. It's me. It's my fault. He said, Coach Wilder has trigger to no more fight clause. Hector says, Coach is the best hype man in the business, fan fact. Trevor, my boy, if you need a good promoter, holler at Coach. Hey, man, if you need, listen, man. Hey, man, listen. Dillian White. I like Dillian. I ain't gonna lie, hold on. The brother here says, I want to talk to the brother. He said, I'm from the UK, and Shannon Briggs beats all of them to this day.
To this day.
Hey, C-Line say, no. He say, no, Manny outside the ring is a nice guy to AJ, believe it or not. No, I know that. That's what I just said. Manny's real nice outside the ring, but guess what? Inside the ring, he don't bring that inside the ring. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. It's levels to this. It's a certain mentality and mindset that you're gonna have to have. That's all I'm saying. But Wilder fight Trevor Bryant. Fight Trevor Bryant, dog. Fight Trevor Bryant. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, Trevor Bryant is the WBA regular heavyweight champion. He fooled. Everybody know Trevor Bryant fooled. Now, I cap for Trevor Bryant. That is true. I cap for Trevor Bryant, but he's fooled. He's fooled, bro. Lee Luna says, this era is sensitive and spoiled. Comey says, Fury has a shot at being one of the best ever. If Fury fights Usyk, he's already one of the best of this era. He's already one of the best of this era. So, Wilder is too. Whether you agree with it or not, Deontay Wilder is one of the best heavyweights of this era. Tyson Fury is one of the best heavyweights of this era. Anthony Joshua is one of the best heavyweights of this era. Those are the top three. Let's see, Wilder, Fury. Oh, yeah. Well, Usyk got to have some more fights at a heavyweight. He got to have some more fights at a heavyweight to me, for me to say he's the best, one of the best heavyweights of this era. He's one of the best boxers of this era. Oh, hands down. Older than Usyk is that. But I'm just saying. He says AJ is not, coach. No, yes, he is, bro. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is. AJ is. He says, coach, what do you think about Canelo saying Frank Sanchez is the next guy to take over the heavyweight division? But Frank Sanchez got some serious skills, dog. He come from that Cuban background. Now, but you got to understand, of course, Canelo is going to say that because that's his stablemate. So Canelo is probably being biased when he says that. But Frank Sanchez can fight. Now, it has to be determined whether he will be he's going to take over the heavyweight division. I don't believe so. Myself, I don't agree with that, but who knows? Who knows? This person says, why do people hate the LDBC? Ask for a friend. Wow. You have to ask the people who hate them. If you was to do an educated guess, my brother, ask your friend, why did he think it? Tell him to do some research. Let's see. Who else we got in the chat? I want to make sure I talk to everybody. He says, but Tyson is miles ahead of them. We won't know until Fury fights some other people. Fury gonna have to fight the rest of the other heavyweights for us to know exactly where he's at. Because style make fights. You know, you can arguably say, well, you know, the type of style that Wilder fought Fury with is tailor-made for Fury. How does Fury match up with Anthony Joshua? We have no idea. How does Fury match up with Alexander Usyk? We have no idea. How does Fury match up with Dillian White? Hopefully, we will have an idea. Hopefully, I think if Dillian White can get by Oda Wallin, which I'm not so sure he will be able to do that. And I ain't, you know, and I like Dillian White. But this Oda Wallin fight is not going to be a walk in the park for him. Shout out to Paul Burke. He said, Coach, AJ has got to fight in the next fight because he can't box him. Because he is too good. You know the crazy part about that is, Paul Burke, everybody in the world knew that. Except AJ and his team. Everybody in the world knew that. But he says AJ needs to knock out Usyk for me in the rematch, or he's done. I think in the next fight when AJ fights Usyk, he looked at the fight. I think he understands this from a mentality standpoint. I'm going to have to change my mentality, and I'm going to have to fight this guy. And I'm going to tell you something else, guys. This fight with Wilder and Fury might have reinvigorated AJ. Because AJ saw, you know what, man? These dudes just fought each other. They were just a fight. And this is how I'm going to have to fight Usyk. AJ, you 6'6", 240-something, 50 pounds. Usyk is 6'3", 220. Guess what? Fight him like you 6'6", 250 pounds. Rough him up, put your weight on him, muscle his ass, and get him out of there. That's what he's gonna have to do. That's how you fight him. And guess what? We ain't taking no pictures with you this time. We ain't going to the pub drinking no shandies. We ain't sipping no tea. None of that. This is war. You came to my trap, took over my trap. You came to my country, beat me in front of my fans, took all of my belts, and you almost knocked me out, knocked me through the ropes in the 12th round. And then when the fight was over with, you told the media that the only reason you didn't knock me out was because your coach told you not to knock you out, not to knock me out. That's all the motivation I need. Watching this Wilder Fury fight, I'm like, you know what, man? This is how I got to fight from this point forward. He said, y'all keep the chat clean and quit with the racial, sexist, and disrespectful slurs. Yeah, if they coming with the racial, sexist, disrespectful slurs, get them out of here. Smith the West says, because his team is garbage, AJ boxing Usyk shouldn't have never been a discussion. Yeah. To me, that's grounds for firing everybody. It ain't nothing personal. I love you, dog. We can still be friends, but I know to get to where I'm trying to go, I need to have a certain mentality and mindset, and you guys are just not cutting the cake for me. He said, no AJ team knew that while they've been paying Usyk step aside money, they didn't want that fight. No, he say no. You say no, AJ team knew. Oh, okay. He says, Sean says, he said, hey man, I enjoy your channel. I'm sure you have your favorite, but I can't tell. I love that. Yeah. See, the thing with me, I'm not going to try to slant. I try to be as objective as possible. He says, AJ got to start fighting like it's soft light skin. But don't get me started on that, bro. Don't get me started on that. Back in the day, the 80s and the light skin, man. Listen, Mike. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you about my homeboy Eldred, boy. My homeboy had some hands. He light skinned and had a jerry curl. You know what I mean? Mueller said that I think AJ will have seen that and remember how he can come back versus Black. Exactly. It's just a mentality mindset that he has to have. I don't know if those guys in his corner can pull that out of him. Really, he shouldn't have to have anybody to pull it out of him. He should have saw that fight between Wilder and Fury and said, you know what? This is how I'm going to have to fight from this point forward. because you have a really good inside fight game. Napoleon said Deontay Wilder rushed to the hospital with suspected burst eardrum. Now, he didn't get rushed to the hospital. He went to the hospital, because anytime a fighter gets knocked out, they got to go to the hospital for precautionary purposes. C. Lion says, I think Usyk was definitely on order to not take him out. I don't know. Pugilism says, or just Klitschko hit, and hold. Still has more options to dictate the pace. Yeah. Do the Klitschko style. Hit you and hold you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just change the, to me, it's the mentality. Just change the mentality. You see what I'm saying? That's all. Just change the mentality. He says, Wilder got a broken hand. Yeah, he got a broken hand. A lot of fighters get broken hands. You know what I mean? They get injuries in these fights, guys. He said they gotta stop fighting like Elder Bar.
True.
Oh, man.
True.
Yeah, man. Oh, let's see. He says, Cal says, y'all think y'all can hate on Fury without me sticking up for him? Thomas Charlo, I stick behind my man and defend him against your lies. Yada, 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 yada. Listen, everybody's not going to agree with you. Cal, everybody's not going to agree with you. Understand that. And you're not going to agree with everybody else. So just agree to disagree. That's all. Just agree to disagree. These are our opinions. It's nothing to get, you know what I mean? It's nothing to get. These are just our opinions. Reese says, he said, I think we're really telling Usyk not to use up too much energy trying to get the KO. They wanted him to pace himself. Well, he dictated the pace. I think next time Joshua going to dictate the pace and impose his will on, because he was there. Listen, he was there for the taking. It's not like Usyk did some fact. He did a good job. I'm not taking anything away from Usyk, but Joshua. When Joshua go back and look at that film, because I saw that fight twice already. I said, you know what, man? He could have stopped this dude. He hurt that dude several times in the fight. He hurt him several times. Shout out to Antonio Giles. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, AJ, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If he slug it out, he going to sleep against Usyk. No, I don't think so. I'm not saying slug it out. I'm saying impose his will on him. I don't think so. Tony Smith said, Fury is king, Wilder is trash. I totally disagree with that. Wilder is not trash, sir. Wilder is not trash. But that's your opinion. I totally disagree with that. He is not trash. He's a good fighter. He's one of the top heavyweights in the division. This is facts. He's not a good boxer, but fighter, heart, grit, determination, he is not trash. Let's see. Bond Scott says, some people be like, you can have any opinion you like as long as it's mine. Oh man. This guy seemed like, bro, Kyle, I think they're gonna get you out of here, bro. I think they're gonna get you out of here, man. I don't know what you got going on in the chat, but they might get you out of here. He said, tell AJ to let his right hand go. I was screaming, throw the right hand. It keeps getting close to his chin. He gonna make the adjustments. Now, as it relates to Wilder, what adjustments do you guys think he needs to make in order to beat the other heavyweights in the division? What adjustment do you guys think that Wilder needs to make? I'm anxious to hear what you guys got to say. And I'm just saying, like, I ain't just, all jokes aside, guys, we're talking about a particular fighter who just wore a severe beating, got knocked out cold against a guy who, be fair, he lied on, made up all kinds of conspiracies against him and others, and he got knocked out against. What adjustments do you guys honestly feel that Wilder can make from this point forward? Let's say, hold on, let's go over here. Let's go to the ratings. Let's go to the rankings. Okay, that's that. Hold on, guys. I want to. Okay, that's that. That's the that's the WBC. So we got the WBC rankings. Let's go to. Okay, look at this, guys. I want to show you something. Look at this. Let me go down here. Let's see. Serge says, work on angles. Hey, Serge, you know what? All of the stuff that Wilder and Malik Scott been working on, I've always said this. He needs to work on that stuff with a lower tier fighter. Like a C-class fighter, not a D-class. He got quite a few D-class fights on his resume already. He needs to fight like a C-class fighter, maybe a B-class fighter. Work on those things that Malik Scott has been teaching him against those guys. Should have had a couple of those fights and then try to fight one of the top guys. Because he's learning on the job at this point. Work on angles. Okay. He say AJ wanted Fury, that big unified fight, the big payday 2 fights, retire and be out. Okay. John Doe said Wilder needs to listen to his damn trainers and work on his legs. Yeah. Smith and West, my brother says Wilder has to work on his legs, build his cardio, and improve on inside fighting. Wilder also doesn't know how to clinch properly. Oh my God, bro. You know what, Smith? Smith and West, I forgot all about that. He doesn't know how to clinch properly. Wilder doesn't know how to lock those arms up so the guy can't hit him. Lock one arm up and yeah, you're right about that, bro. You know, oh my God. Serge says defense. Dragonland says Wilder needs to work on the back foot training. Hey, he had the right trainer, Mark Breland. He had the right trainer in Mark Breland to help him work on the back foot. Work on that back foot and flicking that jab and coming with that right cross. He had the right trainer for that. Conditioning. Mr. Calderon says not twerking. Legs not listening. Legs and not listening. Head movement. He said Wilder's not above White resume and rankings. Okay. Jonathan says if Wilder's trash, what does that make Fury? Facts. Facts. He said exactly. Everyone loves to see someone get knocked out. And Wilder 93%. Yeah. Yeah. Boots says Boots up next. Yeah, he is. Boots is up next. I think Boots and Virgil Ortiz are going to run them older heavyweights out of the welterweights out of the division. They're going to run out Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. They're going to have to get off the block. Because Boots and Ortiz, in my opinion, probably whoop all of them. And Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. Those boys young and hungry. Stay the hell away from them young lions. But let's stay on topic. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. We gotta go back and look at this. He says, I think he needs to really work on his strength, on the strength of his legs, and work on some of the upper body movement. His core. They need to do a lot of core training. Let's get to the super chats though. 1, I missed 2. Shout out to my brother Roberta Entertainment. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
This is my man Lewis over there at Roberta Entertainment, man. He says, Coach, thanks for coming to the show yesterday. Yes, sir, brother, anytime. He's saying, you're right. Joshua don't have the mentality. He been sleeping on silk sheets too long. Yeah, this is what they're saying. You know, Marvin Hagler used to have the saying, you know, when you start getting money and getting rich and you waking up to silk sheets, that hunger is not there anymore. Strong possibility. That hunger is not there anymore. He say straight jab, consistent jab, improve endurance, better footwork, learn to catch and shoot, right? Learn to catch and shoot, learn how to clinch properly, endurance, better footwork, okay, consistent jab. Yeah, you 6'7", you're supposed to have a jab. Head movement, body attack. And I think he needs to practice these things on, you know what, when he was fighting on someone, well, like, listen, listen, I know I'm finna get flack for this, but when Wilder was fighting them tomato cans, he should have been practicing all that against them tomato. That's what they was there for. That's what they was there for. He should have developed all that then. But if he was not going to listen to Mark Breland, then maybe Breland is right. I seen the cheating for myself. It has nothing to do with Wilder and everything to do with the theory. Well, the floppy glove in the third and floppy glove in the third fight, who was watching his hands get wrapped this time. Oh boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. He says, Wilder says Fury hit like a bitch, but the punches had him drunk in the last fight. Yeah, we had addressed that yesterday and in Sunday as well. He says, let his stubbornness go and learn how to fight like a heavyweight's supposed to. Yeah. He says, work on combinations. You know, all of you guys are saying some good stuff. You guys are giving some good advice. You guys are giving some good advice. Shout out to Antonio Giles for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the only adjustment Wilder needs is to stay away from Fury. You can't teach a 6'9", 270 pound. Yeah, you can't teach that. He'll be fine against the rest of the field. Now, no, there's one more criticism I have of Wilder. Wilder, what you're gonna have to do, sir, also is you cannot have that mindset that you need to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only need to be perfect for 2 seconds. That mentality is going to get you beat or knocked out. Because you're assuming that I'm gonna catch him with that right hand. I'm gonna get him out of there. What if somebody else gets up from your right hand? You see what I'm saying? So he needs to change that as well. Will he do it? More than likely he won't, guys. Anthony says he need at least 2 or 3 fights to work on his feet, but he might be running out of time at the age of 36 this month. Yeah. Leave the weights in the weight room. He needs to understand he's built for speed. Exactly. He is built for speed. But he got to work on his legs. He said, you know what? Screw the adjustments. He needs to work on his ego. Yeah. Because his ego is preventing him from learning the things that he needs to learn in order to be the next level heavyweight. And everybody, for the most part, people who are objective, everybody in the sport of boxing knew it already. They was already saying it. But the problem is, we know when you surround yourself with yes men, right? And you have yes men on the internet that's being yes men for you, spreading propaganda and lies for you, you start to believe your lies and you start to believe what they're telling you. Because they know that, damn, if I tell him what he don't want to hear, he going to get rid of me and fire me like he did Mark Breland. So I have to tell him what he wants to hear. I'm going to be his yes man for him. And then let him crash and burn like what happened in the Fury fight. Then I can come back and use that as a teaching moment. See, Malik Scott, I was wrong about you, Malik Scott. Malik Scott, sir, I do owe you an apology. Now, I don't apologize by saying that you are a diver. You dived against Deontay Wilder. That's fact. You did that. We had the receipts. We had the receipts. As a matter of fact, for all you guys thinking that I'm hating on Malik Scott, for all you guys thinking that, oh man, this dude just hating on Malik Scott, hating on Malik Scott, he making this up, and he hating on Wilder, and they trying to take away from Wilder. No, none of that. He keeps saying Malik Scott is an Olympic diver and all that stuff there. No. You gonna believe me or your eyes? I was right about you about the diving. I was right about you, Malik Scott, when I said that you was a D-class fighter when you was a boxer. I was right about that. But as a trainer, I was wrong. You was telling Wilder some really, really good information. You tried to motivate him. You did everything in your power. I was wrong about that. But you should practice, for my opinion, and I'm nobody. Wilder doesn't listen to me. He probably doesn't like me. He don't even know who I am. But the Alphabet Boy channels, this is what I want to tell you guys to relay back to your king. Tell him you was lying. Tell him that, hey, listen, man, you got some deficiencies that you need to work on, my brother. He says a lot of channels are big mad, making weird ass videos and new excuses. But they can't let it go. Jeff, what you got to understand is this. This is what you got to understand. With those other guys, Wilder represented something more to them than it really was. You get what I'm saying? To those other channels that's still talking about conspiracies and cheating and stuff like that, Wilder's not even saying this anymore. Wilder represented a superhero-like figure to them. Wilder represented Batman to them. Wilder represented the Incredible Hulk to them. Wilder represented Thanos to them. Wilder validated their insecurities. Wilder validated heroism to them. Yeah, Malik game plan was really good. In between rounds adjustments, the motivation he gave Wilder was immaculate. Wilder just didn't listen. Wilder didn't listen. That meant a lot to them. Right? That meant a lot to them. So when you build somebody up, you create this fictitious, this false vision in your head. And then when you see him lose to a guy that you looked at as inferior to him based on the lies that was told against this guy, and you see him dominate your guy like that, it crushed their egos. It crushed their mentalities. Simple. That's what happened. So they can't let it go. They really truly believed in Wakanda. And I'm not being funny, guys. They really truly believed in Wakanda. They really truly believed in Zamunda. They really truly believed that this was going to be vindication. This was going to be the time that we take it to the man. They put that in their heads. Those channels, those Alphabet Boy channels, they really believe this stuff. He said the ref done a long count is the new narrative. Yeah. I just showed that already. We bought it that yesterday. You feel me, Yasir? They really believe this stuff. When I say these guys have a low IQ fan base, I mean that. I'm not trying to be funny. They really have low IQs. They can see, you can show them the rule book. You can show them the rule book of what happened. Check this out. Let me break this down to you guys. Hold on. I'm going to show you something. Oh, you guys, love you guys in the chat. You guys just brought something to my eye. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Gonna keep talking about this glove stuff, right? This is what I'm talking about. They really believe this stuff, guys. They really believe this stuff. You know how I know? Because I used to be just like them. I used to be just like the LDBC. I believe in spaceships. I believe that a man that died in 1975 was alive on a spaceship and was going to come back to kill white folks in America. For all you guys who are new to the channel, I used to be racist. I am a recovering racist. Some of you guys probably didn't know that, huh? Who new to the channel. I am a recovering racist myself. And I used to feed things in my mind to support my narrative because I wanted to believe it based on what I was taught. Right? I used to believe certain things to support my narrative based on what I was taught. This is facts. This is facts. You know, I wanted to believe so bad that a man who died in 1975 was on a spaceship and he was going to come back and kill white people in America. That's how much of a fool I was to the new guys. Now, let me show you guys something. I'm not going to digress on that, though. That's another day. We got that. You know how to say, I'm a recovering alcoholic. Yeah, it's true, though. Let's go here, guys. Let's go here. I want to show you guys something. Let's see, can I do this? So right here, guys, for these guys who talking about the glove, who talking about the count situation. Why am I showing you this picture? Why was this picture my thumbnail? Do you want to know why, guys? Wilder, he'll be back. He says he's not retiring. He knocked Tyson Fury down right here. Tyson Fury knew right then that, damn, I got caught with something I shouldn't have got caught with. Shit don't got real. Wilder was pumped up right here. But what did you see right here? A picture says 1,000 words. But you conspiracy theorists on the long count. He had to stop his count and tell Wilder to go to the neutral corner. For all of you conspiracy theorists that think that this referee cheated for Fury, cheated against Wilder, he had to stop his count to tell Wilder to go to the neutral corner. This kills you right here. But these Alphabet Boy channels and their supporters are so slow that they don't comprehend just common sense stuff because it doesn't fit with the we have to save Zamunda narrative. I used to be like that. Am I making this up? No, I'm not. I got the receipts. Oh, let's look. Told you guys I'm a recovering racist, right? I used to read books like Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Believed in this book. This book talks about white man being the devil, all of this stuff there. Allah is going to come back and destroy the white man in America, all this stuff there. This book here, Theology of Time, it was written by Jabril. Well, no, it's a book that put together by some of the old laborers in the Nation of Islam at the time. You know, some of the old laborers in the Nation of Islam at the time. This book right here talks about the mothership, spaceships. And it talks about, Elijah Muhammad didn't die in 1975. He's alive on a spaceship, and he's waiting for the right time to come back to America and kill white people. I believe that stuff. For 25 years. Picture of Minister Farrakhan and his son back in the day. So I get it. Hold on, I got some more receipts. This is my FOI manual. When I was in the Nation of Islam, I was a lieutenant out of Mosque number 47. This FOI manual training is what every member that's a fruit in the Nation of Islam, this is what we go by. I believe this stuff. Some good information here, though. Restricted laws. I'm not capping when I say I was a former racist. Self-improvement. I'm not capping when I say that. So I understand their mindset, their mentality. I got a whole bunch of books over here. I can show you. I got the receipts. I can show you a whole bunch of stuff. I believe this stuff. So I understand the Alphabet Boys. I get it. I get it, bro. I get it. I was a part of a cult before. That's how foolish I was. Imagine me, my mind being locked up in that foolishness for 25 goddamn years of my life. I'm 47. So I understand the racism, dog. I get it. My mind ain't there no more, though. So when Tyson Fury beat Wilder, it destroyed their Zamoon. It killed them. You guys got to understand, these guys can't handle that. Psychologically, it done something to them. And guess what? When I was like them, I would have been the same goddamn way. I understand the LDBC because I used to be the LDBC for 25 years. That's not me no more. You see right here, Malik Scott and Wilder. You see the brother right here. You see that, right? You see that. You guys see that. Malik Scott, he didn't throw one punch in this fight. He didn't throw not one punch. He didn't throw not one punch in this fight. Dancing. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Come on, man. Wilder walks over here. He's smiling. Stick his tongue out. Smile at the crowd. Put his head down. He's going to look at Malik Scott. Malik act like he's trying to get up. So Malik Scott, when I said that, guys, I wasn't lying when I say he took a dive. He sat down real gently. Wilder come over here smiling. Wilder smiled. They already knew what time it was. So I did not have faith in Malik Scott as a trainer because I didn't think that a guy who had the mentality to take a dive against Deontay Wilder and fake like he was hurt, I didn't think that this guy can teach Wilder and motivate him to do all the things that he needs to do. So I did not have faith in Malik Scott. One more again. Let y'all see it again. Bob, caught him right there. Bam. And Malik Scott looks at Wilder and gently goes to the ground. Wilder turns around. So Malik Scott, I did not have faith in you, sir, because of this. He going over there to talk to him. Hey, Malik, check this out. Check this out. Got the check in the mail, dog. I got the check in the mail. Good looking. I got the check in the mail. What did it say? I got the check in the mail. Don't worry about it. I got the check in the mail for you. So this is why I didn't have faith in Malik Scott. So they said, well, you ain't picking Wilder because you hate no Wilder. You hate black people. No, I don't. I don't hate black people. So when these guys talk about, I'm going against the code, what code are you talking about? I lived that code for 25 years. You niggas ain't no code. I lived that code for 25 years. You ain't no damn code. You race baiting. When you go around and threaten me and call me all kind of coons and stuff like that, that don't bother me. Listen. I got all kind of receipts over here. Where the rest of the receipts at? Here you go. Here you go, right. Here go another receipt. Bro, I am a book. My favorite hobby outside of working out is reading. They call me Uncle Tom, but look at this here. They probably never read Uncle Tom's Cabin. See, the historical Uncle Tom, for all you SLDBC fanboys, the historical Uncle Tom was a black man who was a slave, and he risked his life to save his people off the plantation. Uncle Tom is the hero. The Hollywood version of Uncle Tom, they made Uncle Tom look like the character on what's the movie that Django. He was the black guy, the house dude, the house nigga that cried and gave his life to try to save Massa. That's how they flipped it. But the historical Uncle Tom was the guy who gave his life and sacrificed his life in order to save his people off the plantation, freedom from slaves. But they don't know that. So this is why it's so easy for me to body you dudes on this in the subject matter. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lamar for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, got my respect for talking about the past. Glad you out of that mindset. Hope others get inspired. Paul said, I said nothing about the LDBC a while. I'm talking about the best in the division. You expose yourself. But anyways, so you guys got to understand that the reason why they are still spreading these rumors and stuff like that psychologically did something to them, and they can't handle it. And there's nothing that you're going to say to change their mind until they wake out of that savior complex, Zamunda complex, Wakanda complex. That's not real. It's not based on reality. Until they get rid of that, guys, they're going to stay there. Rod Rip shows, he said, Coach, what made you change from being a racist? I just finally woke up and realized I was a racist. Really, that's all it took. I finally woke up and realized it was a racist. My grandfather passed away, Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad. He died believing that a ship was going to come down and save him. And I started seeing other people die who believed in this concept, and those people went broke. I seen a lot of people in the Nation of Islam who believed in that cult, that theology. I saw a lot of them die broke. My grandfather, all he wanted to do was see Minister Farrakhan come see him. Why? Before he died, Farrakhan didn't come. He called Chicago, which is headquarters, every day. Nobody came to go see him. My captain, Captain Samuel Muhammad, he did 12 years in Attica prison, and I think he did from 1950 something to 1960 something. Trained me, soldier. He believed in that. He was in a nursing home. I finally woke up. So I get it. So when you attack me, alphabet boys, and you send your trolls and stuff attacking me, understand when it comes to this subject matter, you guys out of your lane. Y'all lightweight to me. I literally can body every last one of you when it comes to this particular subject matter. When it comes to race and stuff, I will body you on that. That ain't your lane. Just come on out and say, listen, man, we're a cult and we follow Wilder and he represents the image that we want to display. And just come out and say that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I finally woke up. I had to accept the fact that I became that which I said I hated. See, until you understand, guys, what self-reflection is. Understand what having to be honest with yourself is. Sometimes you got to look at yourself, look in the mirror, and accept what you are seeing. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and accept what you're seeing in the mirror. I had to look at myself and accept, damn, I became that which I said I hated. And I see these dudes are race hustling because we're sending all of our money to Chicago. This guy's living in a goddamn mansion, and I'm seeing all of the other laborers on the ground going broke. When they go to jail, ain't nobody gonna bond them out. Nobody put together a legal fund for them to bond them out. When they go to jail, as long as we making sacrifices for the cause. But when we fall, ain't nobody gonna be there to help us. When I started seeing all of that, that's when I woke up. And I realized, you know, man, this some goddamn bullshit. So I know the race baiting. That's why I tell you guys, I'm built for this. I'm built for this because I have 25 years of experience doing it. I had to kill my ego, look myself in the mirror, and accept who I was, a goddamn racist. I'm not that anymore. If I was, you would know it, to be honest with you. There you go. That nigga over there, he cooning again. He cooning. He buck dancing. He doing this and doing that. No, you are cooning and buck dancing. You use words and terminologies and things and adjectives, and you don't even know what the hell it means. When I was a lieutenant out there, me and my brothers in the NOI, we used to have to do security in some of the roughest neighborhoods in the cities. From Liberty City to Browns to Liberty City to Overtown. All throughout the state of Florida, all throughout Atlanta. Some of the roughest hoods do security there. No guns. Just suits and bow ties. That's so kids and children will not have to worry about getting shot and killed while they going to school. And the women can go walk through that neighborhoods without having to worry about whether they're going to get robbed or raped or anything. You guys ain't doing that. I did that. One of the brothers I know got shot. So when you tell me that you are this and this what you represent, you are lying. I'm built for this. I'm built to take y'all on. And the truth be told, I'm probably the only one that can do it. Because I come from a very unique perspective. You see right here? FOI, Star, Moon, and the Crescent. I got the Holy Quran tattooed on my back too. That's how sick I was. It's all on my body. All on my body. Car ain't got no roof. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. All that says on Culture 100, I used to date a guy whose family owned a chain of stores. He lived near Farrakhan, who lived near a golf course in a huge mansion in Chicago. Facts.
Hey, okay.
Used to go to Savior's Day every year. He says, Overtown ain't no joke, man. Liberty City. You ever slide through Mr. Bonus barbecue though? Yeah. Well, I didn't eat pork. You know, we can't eat no swine, my brother. We couldn't eat swine. This guy right here says, is this a boxing channel? Yes, it is. We talk about everything over here. Guess what? I appreciate you being here, but if you don't like it, bye, Felicia. We won't miss you. I can handle the critics and the trolls. I can handle it, guys. This is so easy. The critics and the trolls is so easy for me to handle. Let them come on in. Let them come on in, guys. Let them come on in and say what they're going to say. Don't matter to me, though. As long as you're here. You hate me, but yet you watch me every day. My channel, I talk about boxing. I talk about real life issues, and I deliver it in a serious way and in a comedic way. I can take any subject matter and relate it to boxing. Perfect example. I was in denial for 25 years. Racists out there, yada, yada, yada. I became that which I hated. I had a big ego. I was stubborn. Didn't want to hear anything that did not fit my narrative. What does that got to do with boxing? Bam. Deontay Wilder, you're stubborn. You got a big ego. You don't want to hear, you do not want to hear anything that's going to help you to fit your, in order to, you don't want to hear anything that's going to go against your narrative until you change your thinking and be willing to accept the things that you need to do to correct yourself. You will not be a better fighter. See how I just flipped that? If I did not change the things in my life in order to correct myself, I could not become a better person. So I could take any subject matter and tie it back into the sport of boxing. Easy. I respect the hustle, but I ain't got to agree with it. All these pro-Black Wilder fans are the main ones on why black women and children need protection. That's why I say that I don't attack women and children. Women and children are off limits. If you attack any woman or children in the chat, they got to go. Get them out of here. That's a no-fly zone for me. Now, back to boxing. Wilder can bounce back. He can bounce back. But he's going to have to do what I did. He's going to have to do some soul searching and look deep within his heart, his soul, and understand that, you know what, dog, I have some character deficiencies, and I really need to change my mindset. I need to stop lying on people, blaming them for my failures in life. And you're not a failure, Wilder, in the sport of boxing. You are a success. You just can't beat Tyson Fury. You just can't beat Tyson Fury, dog. And until you fight others, there might be some more fighters you can't beat. But that's okay. That's okay. But until you accept the truth of who you are, you're going to go back in the ring again and you're going to get your ass beat again. You got to accept these facts. That's what I had to do. This dude say, is a troll is somebody who do not agree with you. Sir, you have not been in my channel. If you got to ask that question, brother, then if you got to ask that question, then guess what? I know you new here. No, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just telling you my story from my perspective, and I can relate it to the sport of boxing. Surrounding yourself with yes men makes introspection tough.
Hey, okay.
Facts. Shout out to Tricky Ricky for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. This right here is my therapy. You guys are my psychologists. I'm finna go to my psych. I'm finna go to the doctor, man, and talk to him. I talk to you guys. This is my way of, this is my therapy. I don't mind getting attacked. I don't mind getting called names. It don't matter to me. It doesn't bother me. I've been called worse. I've been through worse. I can handle some people behind the avatar threatening me, calling me coons, Uncle Tom Seller. I can handle that. That's nothing. There's no growth or transformation if y'all holding on to excuses and lies. Because in order to become a better person, you have to be honest with yourself. That's what this has to do with the sport of boxing. This is how Deontay Wilder is going to come back. In order to, he's going to have to be honest with himself. You see what I'm saying? You see how I just tied that together? He says, coach, should Wilder fight Dillian White or fight Jared Miller who returns? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you might think I'm tripping, Mo, but I think he should fight Trevor Bryan. I'm gonna keep saying that. Because Trevor Bryan is the WBA regular heavyweight champion. Oh, these trolls. Oh, these trolls. Why if these trolls are here? Why did you come here?
Hey, okay.
I ain't gonna show y'all no shine though. They want some spotlight. We ain't gonna show them no shine. Moderators, do whatever you want to do to the trolls. I don't care. Anyways, he say, coach, where do you get your incredible energy from? I've always been like this. I've always been like this. I always have a lot of energy. Shout out to Deontay Wilder.
Hey, okay.
For dropping out 449. Bam, super sticker on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey man, it is what it is. Murph says, thinking Wilder destroys everyone. Oh, Philly Fly. There go Philly Fly. Hold on. Damn, Philly Fly. Did I make him a mod? Let me see. Philly Fly, where you at? Where you at, Philly Fly? Philly Fly. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go, Philly Fly. You're good. Made some new moderators today, guys. So I just picked random people, people who've been rocking with me for a while. Salute to everyone in the chat. Salute, family. Much love. Let's see what we got. Who else we got? What we got? Got Wilder. Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's what he's going to have to do, guys. He's going to have to, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He's going to have to do some soul searching. Can't be lying to yourself, dog. You got to say, you know what, man? I tried it. It didn't work. I didn't listen. It didn't work. You know what, man? Or maybe he got enough money. He's sleeping on them silk sheets. He like, you know what, man? I don't make enough money, man. This might be the cash out fight. But Malik Scott did say that Wilder's not going to retire. He is going to continue to fight. So if he is going to continue to fight, he is going to have to accept his deficiencies. And it starts up here first. Because in order for Wilder to do the things he's going to need to do physically in order to get back to the top of a heavyweight division, he's going to have to change his mindset mentally. He's going to have to accept some hard truths. That's what he's going to have to do. Whether you like him or not, it is what it is. Did he fight a bunch of C-class fighters and D-class fighters? Yes, he did in his resume. Guess what? The man got a net worth of over $30 million. So apparently, his handlers, Shelly Finkel and JD's, they did something right by him. I'm saying he should fight Trevor Bryan. Coach only saying Wilder should fight Trevor Bryan. So he hey, listen, dog, I ain't gonna say that. Listen, get Trevor Bryan. Get Trevor Bryan. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, get Trevor Bryan, man. I'm telling you, dog, Trevor Bryan is food right now. Trevor Bryan is food right now. He says, making me want to get up and make a YouTube vid. Yeah, you should do one. He says, shouldn't he fight Joshua to build up his confidence? Do you guys, you know what? I still want to see the to be fair to my brothers and sisters in the UK, to be fair, I still want to see Wilder and Joshua fight each other. I want to see all of the fighters fight each other. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. Boxing is nothing without the fighters. So when you have these certain fans, guys, who talk about, oh man, well, this fighter, he don't deserve, they be put, you got some of these fans, they put their fighters on protective custody. They put them on PC. Man, you know what, man? He don't deserve to fight nobody. Who he fought? He can't sell out a hot dog stand. He ain't doing no pay-per-view numbers. What I got to do with his skills? Leonard Ellaby, sir. Old Garage knows Leonard. You notorious for that. Oh, he don't deserve to fight Tank. Teofimo don't deserve to fight Tank. Tank put butts in seats. Who is Josh Taylor? Oh, he's just the only undisputed champion in boxing right now. Who is this guy? He don't do such and such, such and such. These promoters and managers and these fans, these new age fans and fanboys, they put their fighters in protective custody without understanding what we saw Saturday night between Wilder and Fury. They showed you what boxing is all about. What brings fans to the sport of boxing is when you have the best fighting the best. You feel me? Turner's Credit Repair. Great show, bro. I appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I really appreciate that. I just started doing this 9.5 months. 9.5 months I've been doing this. So I'm a rookie when it comes to this, from an experience standpoint. But when it comes to the subject matters that I talk about it, I'm a vet. When it comes to the subject matters, I can tie anything back into the sport of boxing. I can tie anything back to a particular fighter or a particular fight. Mo says, Coach, have you heard John Fury say his son should fight Usyk or nobody? What do you think about that? Anthony Joshua's not going to step aside, but I understand what he's saying. Fury is looking for the cash out. Fight Usyk, seeking you get undisputed, and then ride off into the sunset. There's nothing else to prove. I see what he's saying. But, you know, he's going to have to fight Dillian White. He's not, well, hold on. If Dillian White can beat Otto Wallin, I know that's going to piss some Dillian White fans off. If Dillian White can beat Otto Wallin, Otto Wallin kind of impressed me what he did against Fury. And he impressed me what he did against Dominique Brazil. Dominique Brazil is slow, and Dillian White, he's a good fighter. I like Dillian White a lot. I love Dillian White. Dillian White talk trash. And, you know, he kind of reminds me of myself. He's a trash talker. Dillian is game for a good trash talking. You know what I mean? But I would love to see Dillian White and Wilder fight each other because they hate each other. You'll get the best fights if two fighters hate each other. But as it relates to Otto Wallin, that dude can box, man. That dude can box. Mark says, gotta go. I appreciate you, man. Be safe out there.
Hey, okay.
Alex Gill says, I want to see Wilder, AJ, Fury, Usyk, and White all fight each other. No more trilogies, though. I haven't got the patience. Yeah. I agree with you on that. No more trilogies. This guy says, Wilder has a record of 42 wins, 2 losses. How is he done? Get the F out of here. He's the number 2 heavyweight in the world in my book. In your book, that's subjective to you, but he's not the number 2 heavyweight in my book. But I respect your opinion over here, brother. Really do. Nick Rich says, Fury can't skip the line. Let that man get his rematch. Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you, Queen. Queen Nick, she said, I agree with you on that.
Hey, okay.
AJ got to get his get back. Hopefully he can beat him. And he can. The Usyk was there to be beat. He said, he said, Garage knows the word. wait, man. What y'all got to get on Leonard, man? Rod Rim Soul said, Coach, do you think you could be a good cut man? Nah. I don't know nothing about being a cut man, bro. I could be a good hype man though. Oh, I'll be a good trainer in the corner. I'll be like, hey, listen, Muhammad Ali, he had Angelo Dundee, he had Boudini Brown in his corner. I could be that motivator. Man, what the hell you doing? Listen, this dude 6'3", you 6'6", 6'7". Man, whoop him like you 6'3", 6'6", 6'7". Go in there, get his ass out of there, like Sugar Hill told Tyson Fury in the 9th round, the 10th round, the 11th round. This is where the big dogs come in at. The big dogs, get them out of there. You 6'9", 277. Fight like you 6'9", 277. Make the referee do his job. That's me. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me all day. You might be some Hall of Fame trainers and stuff. You know, they may be like, oh, man, that dude don't know what he's talking about, yada, yada, yada. And that's fine. To each his own. We can agree to disagree. But let me tell you something. Boy, hey, your ass going to be motivated after talking to me. If I can't motivate you, can't nobody motivate you. Shout out to my main man, Magic Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Magic Key said, great job on my show last night. Had one of my closest homies call me and say he loved your points. A viewer sub to you. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Tell your homie I said, what's up, baby?
To this day.
Really, though. True.
What?
I appreciate that, man. Y'all please subscribe to Magic Key Boxing. Hey, he said, Coach being in your corner shouting. Playtime's over, boy. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen. I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you. It is what it is. May Wallin look better than he is. Oh, yeah. Fox and Ben, what you say? So you say Odo Wallin ain't good? What you trying to say? I don't know, boy. That Odo. Hey, just imagine Odo coming to the ring. This Odo, y'all better know about me. Got Odo Wallin in there. Odo Wallin might be Odo Wallin might be top 5 heavyweight. What y'all think about that? He said, well, love for Wilder to get his belts from Usyk and put Fury and Tyson back in the ring for undisputed. No, man, that ain't gonna happen, man. That ain't gonna happen, bro. All that says on Wilder's number 2 by setting by setting pummeled by Fury on 2 fights in a row. Make that make sense. Yeah. Ortiz says it has the best name on his resume. Yeah, I don't have him number 2. No. I mean, because you can't forget about, but he said in his opinion, that's his opinion. You know, and your top 5 is subjective to you guys. Your top 5 is subjective to you guys. The guy said, did you see the fight of AJ throwing the team waving the towel? I didn't see that. I'm gonna go look at it though. James Rudd says, who wins, Fury or Usyk? I got Fury. I got Fury beating everybody till somebody beat him. But I'm gonna tell you what, Usyk is not Wilder. Usyk is not going to sit there and let Fury hold him. Usyk has damn good footwork, but Usyk can be hit. We saw that in the Joshua fight. He can be hit, and the things that Joshua didn't do, Fury will do. And that's why I will pick. I got Fury. It is what it is, man. Like, bro, I can't. I gotta call it the way I see it, though. William Poles, he said, Odo Toto can box. He said, Odo Wallin will beat White, hands down. You know what, man? Hey, bro. Hey, listen, man. And listen. I love Dillian White, dog. I love the way he talk trash. But, bro, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Y'all think y'all sleeping on Odo. Y'all sleeping on Odo Wallin, man. Y'all sleeping on Odo, man. I just don't want Dillian White to overlook this guy. Because I'm going to be honest, what I can see happen in this fight, guys, I could see Dillian White getting tired in this fight. You feel me? I could see Dillian White getting tired. And as you guys know, fatigue makes cowards out of all of us. Now, while Dillian White going out on this shield, Dillian White is going to fight. You ain't got to worry about Dillian being passive. You ain't got to worry about Dillian trying to. Nah, Dillian ain't doing none of that. Dillian got a heart. Dillian gonna take Odo Wallin to war. But Dillian White has long ass arms. He has an 84-inch arm reach. Dillian White has an 84-inch arm reach. So I'm anxious to see that fight. Dillian White ain't ducking no smoke from nobody. He take the tough fights. But guess what? There's a blueprint on how to beat Odo Wallin. Tyson Fury showed it to you. Remember that fight where Tyson Fury got that nasty cut against Odo Wallin, and they should have stopped that fight. But that's neither here nor there. What did Tyson Fury start doing? He started fighting them nasty. Big nasty. I'm finna put this weight on you. I'm finna muscle you. Body work. Uppercuts. Fury had to dig deep and impose his will on Otto Wallin, and that's how he won that fight. If Wallin wins, then match rule for the rematch, so that prolong the potential fight. Yeah. It's gonna be a rematch clause in there. Demetrius said, I'm not sleeping on Wallin after how he got with Fury. Yeah, I ain't listen, bro, listen. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Bro, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna get some hate from some Dillian White fan, but I'm telling you, and I'm a fan of Dillian White. But you got Big Odo. Hey, man. Yay, man. Hey, I ride with Dave K. Car ain't got no roof. Tell you, man. Otto Wallin, man. I hope I'm wrong, dog. Oh, I want Dillian White to beat Otto Wallin so bad, dog. I want Dillian White to beat this dude so bad. I'm just being honest with you guys. But, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I want him to beat him so bad, dog. Please, but that fight got me nervous, man. That fight has me nervous, dog. Like, I'm being honest with you. Otto knows Dillian ain't no Tyson, and Wallin is very good boxer. Bro, like that dude got me. I ain't gonna lie. I could be wrong. He said, Coach, Fury looks awkward to watch, but he's more technical than Usyk, and not as clean. Nice to watch. Say Fury looks awkward to watch, but he's more technical than Usyk. I don't know if Fury's more technical than Usyk. I wouldn't say that. Just not as clean. Oh yeah. Usyk is a little bit more cleaner. Usyk has the better footwork between the two, though. Usyk got damn good footwork. He got damn good footwork. That'll be a good fight because it's anxious to see how would that fight play out? 6'3" versus 6'9". Whoo, that's gonna be, oh my God. And guess what? We did see Usyk in the clinch with Anthony Joshua. You know, if he get in the clinch with Tyson Fury, it's gonna be a damn wrap. If he get in the clinch with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury gonna put them two. Bro, just imagine. Alexander Usyk is 220 pounds. Tyson Fury gonna come in at like 270. That's a 50-pound weight difference. And he's gonna fight him nasty. He's gonna fight him how Lennox Lewis did Mike Tyson. How Lennox Lewis did Evander Holyfield. How Lennox Lewis fought other opponents. He's gonna do him the way he did Wilder. If I get my hands on a Dawsa, I'm gonna put him in a headlock. Put my weight on him. Make the referee break the fight. Break it up. I'm not going to let him hit me in the face. He's too short. I'm going to fight him tall. He's going to fight him tall. He's not going to be like that like Joshua, like right here, trying to figure him out. Bap, tap, bap. He's not going to do that. Fury's going to fight like this, tall. He's going to fight like this, tall. His arm's too short. That's why they say style make fights. Styles make fights. So I would love to see that fight, dog. To be honest with you, Usyk has the better footwork. But let me tell you something. How he gonna hit bruh? How is he gonna hit Tyson Fury in the face? He's gonna fight him tall, dog. Akon said, yeah, but White saying Fury versus Wilder 3 was overrated. No, Dillian White hating. That fight wasn't overrated. That fight was not overrated. I totally disagree with that. Well, I'm not going to say he hating. I'm going to just say that's his opinion. Puerto Rican Ron say, long live Crump. Yeah. Nick Rich says, I think it'll be a snooze fest. You know what? You might be right about that because styles make fights. It might be a snooze fest. I can see that happening. He said Fury would beat Usyk easy, in my opinion. AJ, could have too, but wrong game plan. Yeah, AJ had the wrong game plan. Dean said 6.4. Paul Rook says, well said, Coach. All I'm saying is this here, guys. Dillian White can't sleep on this dude. Nate says, there isn't a lot of funnier than this channel. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying Odo, man. Don King said, in all fairness, Wilder has the third, he's on the third lightest fight, I guess. Like Tio fighting Canelo is in there. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. He's a giant. Hey, man, it is what it is. Super heavyweight. Yeah, I got you. It is what it is, though. There's a weight limit. There's no weight limit in heavyweight. Once you make the weight, it is what it is. He said, me too, Coach. Waleed fight is a tricky one. Dillian has been number one for about 25 years. Needs to fight for the belt soon, or he'll be 100. Yeah. He got. Listen, Dillian White mindset and mentality is, if I beat this guy, I get to fight for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Dillian White gonna have the mentality to try to stop Oda Waleed. Try to stop him. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. He says, yo, Coach, your opinion, Tyson is number one? Or is he going to, he said, is Tyson number one? Or is he going to beat them all and take all of the belts? What is your opinion? Man, the politics of boxing, man, you know, I don't know, bro. Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight, in my opinion. Until somebody beats him, he's the number one heavyweight. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But you're going to have to make an argument for why. Who or someone else. You can say Alexander Usyk is number one because he's the unified champion. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's what you want to say. But he's only had 3 fights at a heavyweight. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is that guy. And I think I have Usyk number 2. But that's my opinion. That's it. That's all it is. You can argue about who the number 3 guy is. Right? He says, it's all because Fury controls the inside range on Usyk. Yeah. Usyk will have to work harder just to consistently land on Fury while defending Fury every time in range. Yeah. He say, Coach, you heard Tyson's offer to train AJ to beat Usyk in a rematch? Yeah, I heard that. That was, to me, that was something funny to me. Because, you know, AJ ain't gonna do that. He said, you think Joshua's problem with Usyk was that he was fighting tall? He came down to his level, and Usyk took advantage of that. He had the wrong game plan. He fought scared. He had the wrong game plan, and he fought scared. He didn't fight tall. He fought scared. He didn't fight him like a big man. He didn't listen. While Joshua was supposed to fight Usyk the way Tyson Fury fought Wilder. That's the style for Usyk. Maul him. Treat him like do him like a pit bull. You're a big dog, fight like one. But you got to have a certain mindset to do that, right? And Joshua got to get that back. He had it, but he lost it. He has to get that back, in my opinion.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Jesse for dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said that Coach, what's next for Maul? Boo Boo Andrade. Oh yeah, Maul. I mean, you know what, man? I'm so disgraced I'm so disappointed with Jamal.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
This dude here don't want no smoke with none of the top middleweights. You have 4 champions in the middleweight division. 4. Jamal Charlo, Triple G, Murata, and Boo Boo Andrade. And ain't nobody trying to fight no goddamn body. Triple G's supposed to be fighting Murata in December. But I'm just saying. I'm just being honest with you. And, you know, bro, listen, the only thing that's going to keep the sport of boxing alive, we got to see the great fights. We saw a great fight 2 weeks ago with Anthony Johnson and Alexander Usyk. We saw another great fight last weekend with Wilder and Fury. Those are the type of fights that we need in order to bring excitement back to the sport of boxing.
Hey, okay.
James Burrell says, I heard the Alphabet Boys got a new glove gate. Is that true? I have no idea, bro. He said, plus don't forget, Coach, Fury is comfortable switching to southpaw, which is new for Usyk. Okay, yeah. He's comfortable with that. I would just maul him. I just maul him, dog. Just look at man, Kim. I just maul him and ragdoll him, dog. That's what I would do. I just maul him, dog. I just maul him. Man, I'm finna grab onto this dude. I'm finna put him in the headlock like I did Wilder. I'm gonna put my weight on him. He gonna have to keep me off of him all damn night. I'm gonna make this real ugly for you. I'm gonna make him regret the day he ever stepped in this goddamn ring against me. But he's gonna have to be able to cut the ring off in order to be able to do that. I think Tyson Fury feints will give Usyk problems. He said Usyk started quick debunking the narrative of him being a slow starter in fights. Caught Joshua by surprise and AJ couldn't adjust. Yeah, he couldn't adjust. And that's because he wasn't properly prepared, to be honest. But I think he makes the adjustment the next time, and I think we'll see a better fight out of Joshua in this Usyk rematch. I think he learned this lesson. I think Joshua learned this lesson. I think he learned this lesson. Because if you look at the fight, Usyk's face was pretty beat up, bro. He was getting touched. He was definitely getting touched now. When I went back and looked at it, I say, damn, watching the fight live, it looked like AJ was just getting beat down. But then when I looked at it again, I'm like, damn, he was touching this dude up. And he hurt Usyk several times throughout the fight. When Usyk was backed up against the ropes. When Joshua had Usyk in the clinch, that's when he was supposed to got dirty. Body, bam, bam, headlock, bam, hit him, pap, shut up, boo, pap, uppercut, hooks, you know what I mean? Mauling them. He supposed to have been dish-ragging them, shaking them, just shaking them. I had him, I was just shaking them like a pit. You know what I mean? Make the referee do a job. Even if the referee took a goddamn point, yeah, man, yeah, this is going to be a long night for you, buddy. I know you want to dance around the ring like twinkle toes. Nah, I ain't finna be none of that. I'm fixing to maul you. You see what I'm saying? And I'm honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think AJ, that's how he's gonna come back and fight. He's gonna have to. I think that's what he's gonna do, guys. You know what? I hope that's what he's gonna do. I thought that's what he was gonna do the last time, and I was wrong. I hope that is what he's gonna do. Dillian White now. Dillian White, Odo Wallin. As a matter of fact, hold on, guys. Let's look at this. Let's look at this one time. Dillian White and Odo Wallin. I'm going to tell you now. Hold on. Let's see. Dillian White. Hold on. Dillian White. I'm going to look at this. Odo. Big Odo. I don't even like Odo Wallin. I'm going to be honest with you, dog. I do not like Odo Wallin at all. I don't even like his name, Odo Wallin. Like, you know what I mean? What's your name? You know what I mean? My name is Odo. I don't even look, bro. I don't even like this dude, man. But I gotta give him his props. Maybe I'm an Odo Wallin hater. That could be it. It might be fair to say that. For all you Odo Wallin fans, it's a possibility that I could be an Odo Wallin hater. It's a possibility. It's a possibility I'm an Odo Wallin hater. It's a possibility. I don't like, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's hard for me to like somebody named Odo Wallin. To all the people from Sweden out there, please forgive me. I know y'all gonna get mad at me, but you feel me? I'm just saying. He said, chill, cool. I'm just saying, though. I'm gonna have all the Odo Wallin fans threatening me now. Just Odo. You know what I mean? You got Big Dillian White right here, the body snatcher. Odo, all in. So his nickname is All In. Odo, all in. Wallin. Come on, man. How can I root for somebody like that? Dillian, the body snatcher. White. You see what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I'm just saying though, man. Do you guys feel like I'm hating on Odo? If you feel like that, dog, if you feel like that, it's a possibility. You might be on point if you say I'm hating on Odo Wallin. He say, Coach, Odo Wallin's nickname is All In. He said White sells 20,000 sales tickets. It's on 20K, okay? Yeah, 20K, okay. If it's in the venue that whole 20K, yeah, that'd be good. Hey, Dr. Buffon gonna say that Fury Wallin fight is overrated in my opinion. This is what get me. If Dillian White said that the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder trilogy match was overrated, what does he feel about his fight coming up with Odo Wallin? You feel me? If Dillian White, I don't have any proof of this, guys, yet. I'm gonna go check it out. But if it's true that Dillian White said that the trilogy match between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was overrated, what in the hell does he have to? How does he feel about his fight coming up with Odo Wallin? James Burrell said Odo is a cool guy. You just don't like him because he's fighting Dillian. was a low blow, dog. That was a low blow. Oh, man. He said, oh, coaches report racist and an Odo hater. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, I'm just saying, though, man. You feel me, though? You feel me?
True, true, true.
Big Odo, man. You know, listen, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go look in the mirror, and I'm going to do some soul searching. I'm not going to just come out and say I'm a hater of Odo Wallin just yet. Give me another day or two. Let me go do some deep soul searching. Look deep within my heart. Look deep within my heart of hearts and just see. You know what I mean? Is there some validity? You know what I mean? Is there some validity to me hating Odo Wallin? Fight Fan 30, he said, if Joshua stays with McCracken, he'll get knocked down in the second fight. I totally agree. He got to get away from McCracken. But, you know, people say he's loyal. Y'all don't understand Joshua is loyal. I said, but listen, there's nothing wrong with being loyal. I can be loyal. Listen, McCracken, I love you. We can have tea and crumpets together or whatever it is. We can have tea drinks with Sandy's. Sandy's, I love you, McCracken, but we have to go in a different direction from a training standpoint. We can still come to the gym. We're still going to be friends. Nothing's going to change that, but I need some killers in my corner. You understand what I'm saying? That's all. But yeah, he can. But if he keep McCracken, I don't see him beating Usyk. To be honest with you, and he has to change his mentality. That's all I'm saying. But I could be wrong. Hey, Nick said, Coach about to do some soul. Yeah, you know, I got to dig deep. I got to dig deep in my heart. You know what I mean? Just to make sure. John Doe said he got the bounce. Man, I holler at you, John Doe.
Hey, okay.
Be safe out there, homie. You know, I'm just saying it might be some, you know what I mean? It might be some validity to that. It's just hard for me to, you know what, dog? Y'all might be right. Maybe I'm an Odo Wallin hater, dog. Maybe I'm just hating on him. Maybe it might be some validity to that, dog. It might be some, let's see. Dillian White, he's 6'4". Odo Wallin is 6'5" and a half. What's the arm reach? Let's look up Dillian White. What is his arm reach? I think Dillian White has a 84-inch arm reach. I know that. The body snatcher. What I'm saying is, all I'm saying, guys, is there's nothing intimidating about Odo Wallin's name. I can't get caught up in the name, and I do understand that, guys. But you know what, man? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm an Odo Wallin hater. Okay, you got me. Okay, I'm an Odo Wallin hater. I just don't like him, though. I just don't like him. I can't take them away from his skills. He has made a believer out of me, and that's why I'm probably shaking like booty meat right now, because I'm like, dang, I don't want. You know what I mean? I would hate for Dillian White to lose to Odo Wallin, dog. I just got a strange feeling about this fight. I know Dillian gonna do what he gonna do, but I'm saying if Dillian White gets tired, if fatigue sets in on Dillian White, I'm telling you, man, I don't know, man. The Dillian White got a habit of getting tired too, dog. He looked tired against the Povetkin fight last fight. Philly Fly says loyalty would be the end of AJ if he makes no changes. I'm betting on Usyk. Yeah, if he's, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys know that Dillian White is Tony Boswell. What's going on, fam? I appreciate that, fam. Shout out to main man Tony Boswell.
Hey, okay.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I'm just saying, bro. Okay, it's true. I am an Odo Wallin hater. I'm confessing it. I am an Odo Wallin hater. You know what I mean? You know how you be like being in recovery. You have to admit that admit it. I'm an Odo Wallin hater, bro. He ain't done nothing to me to make me hate him. I just don't like him. And maybe I'm using his name as an excuse not to like him. I'm just saying though. He said White about to go life in death. He said White about to go life and death like 95% of his fights. Man. He said my favorite fighter is Tyson Fury. Who is your favorite fighter, coach? My favorite fighter is Terrence Crawford. Right now, that's my favorite fighter. That's my favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford. Sporty Icon, shout out to Sporty Icon.
Hey, okay. Okay.
He said Dillian would get Waleed out of there early doors, then go to the Fury fight next. Bless up everyone. Yeah, that's one of the icons. I hope so, bro. I hope so. I hope so. You know, because I just admitted that I'm an older Waleed hater, but that fight got me shaking like booty meat right now. It just got me shaking, dog. Shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane. I don't want Dillian White to get tired. You know what I mean? You feel me? Tell Dillian White what I said. Just tell him what I said, Sport Icon. I know you know. Tell him what I said. Tell him he got an old lad over here, old chap over here in Florida and over here in the States. And I'm saying, man, listen, man, this fight got me kind of worried. I need him not to get tired. I need him to. I know he gonna fight like a big dog though. Fight like the big dog. We know that. He said, truthfully, Fury Waleed could have ended with a stoppage. Yeah. It could have. Hold on, he says, bro, if White loses to Waleed, don't say that. Don't say that. Do not say that. We down bad in the UK. Then can't lie. No, don't say that, dog. Don't say that. We're not gonna speak that into existence right now. Odo Waleed getting stopped. You know what I mean? From here on out, it's official. Oh boy, Odo Waleed getting stopped, dog. We gonna stop Odo. All that Odo coming in the ring. No, we gonna stop all that.
To this day.
We stopping that.
True.
He said, Coach, do you think Jared Anderson will be the future of the world? Oh, hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. This guy is another one of my favorite fighters. Listen, my favorite fighter is Terence Crawford. But for the team right now, Terence Crawford aside, you know, my favorite fighters are Terence Crawford. Pound for pound, I have Canelo at number 1, especially if he beats Caleb Plant. I got him at number 1. Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter, though. Tyson Fury is the number 1 heavyweight. Anthony Joshua is my favorite heavyweight. Jared Anderson is my favorite. You know, I ain't gonna lie, Jared Anderson, bro, I got Jared Anderson in high regard. He's gonna take over my number 1. I'm finna tell you right now, but he's gonna need more fights. That boy, that's the truth. He's gonna be the next American top guy heavyweight champion. Mark my words. I would love to see him and Trevor Bryan fight if Wilder don't fight us, so he can beat Trevor Bryan and take that belt from him. Trevor Bryan food right now. Yeah, and Virgil Ortiz and Businis, they are going to take over the welterweight division, and they're going to run Crawford, my guy, Porter, Thurman, Spence. They're going to run them off the block. And I'm saying that about my fight. Them young guns, you know what I mean? Yeah, that dude there. But Jared Anderson is going to have to fight more people. He's going to have to fight more people. But I think, yeah. For American heavyweight boxers, that's how I got. Telling you right now, that's how I got Jared Anderson. That's how I got for American heavyweight boxing. We can't count on Trevor Bryan. We can't count on Trevor Bryan now. Trevor the Dream Bryan. I know I've been capping for him, but, you know, reality has set in. You know what I mean? He said, Arab say, I'll be sick, bro. White got to stop him. I can't handle it. Oh, bro. Bro, you think you'll be sick? I'll be real sick. Odo only can pressure White and hope for a decision. Hope that left hook catches ass. Car ain't got no roof. I hope that left hook catch Odo Waleed ass. You don't like him because Odo backwards. It's Odo. Hey, man. I know I'm going to get some Odo Waleed fans that's going to be attacking me. I get it, guys. And guess what? I deserve it. I do deserve any Odo Waleed attacks from his fans. I deserve it, guys. I do deserve it. I can't even get mad at you.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Joshua Cruz for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, your thoughts on Canelo versus Plant? I think Plant will be knocked out. I think so too. I ain't gonna lie. But hold on now. Caleb Plant, sweet hands is what we call him over here. Sweet hands and twinkle toes. Sweet hands, he got a little bit of Floyd Mayweather. You know, he Floyd Mayweather mixed with sprinkled with a little bit of Sugar Ray. Twinkle toes is what they call him. He said, bro, I think UK will dominate the heavyweight division for the next 5 years. Thoughts? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So far, the guy from the Ukraine took all of the belts from the UK. But we'll see. Next 5 years, we'll see, fam. Sporting icons say Frank Sanchez is going to be a bigger problem than I first thought. He's looking real good. Yes, Frank Sanchez is the problem.
Hey, okay.
I totally agree with that.
True.
Yeah. See, he's a problem. Frank Sanchez is the problem. The brother say Crawford is so quiet, I have forget about him until he shows up in the ring and reminds me he's a genius. Yeah, he don't talk about that. That's the only thing I don't like about Crawford. And he has a damn good personality. He just won't talk. He's not a fan-friendly type guy, to be honest with you. He needs somebody like me that's gonna talk that shit and you know, bring attention to him. He said, Coach, the truth has set you free. Brian for the fight. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Yeah, man. He said, Coach, what's your favorite? What he said? Rod Real, so he say, salute that one. Shout out to Eddie Val. What's going on, fam? Rod Real shows, hey, Coach, which is your favorite fantasy mystical matchup? You know what? I'm finna give you one. I would have loved to see Lennox Lewis versus Larry Holmes.
Hey, okay.
Lennox Lewis versus Larry Holmes. When you talk about fantasy matchups, no one never talks about that. I would have loved to see Lennox Lewis versus Larry Holmes. You're talking about the best jab, in my opinion, in the history of the sport of boxing, in the heavyweight division at least. Larry Holmes. Some people would say Lennox not Sonny Liston, but I say Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, Sonny Liston, and Lennox Lewis as the heavyweight from the jabs. I would have loved to see that. Love to see that. That match right there. That match right there. He said, James, he said, boy, talk to Ted Adams for an hour, Coach. He just doesn't trust most media people. Yeah, I saw him talk to, I see him do interviews, but when he do interviews, it's like, sure. I think that, Sean Porter, he's a great fighter. And, he talks, but it's like, listen, this is my guy now, James. Like, Terence Crawford's my favorite fighter. But one thing you will learn about me, I will criticize my favorite fighters, even if he's my favorite fighter. That doesn't mean I'm right in my assessment, James. It don't mean I'm right now. You see what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I'm a shit talker. So I like.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. Why don't you tell all these nice people how you been ducking me? Clubber Lane. What Clubber Lane got?
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been ducking me?
That's what I like. That's what I like, dog. He said Crawford is the best in the welterweight division, in my opinion. He has too many fundamentals for the rest. Yeah, that boy got a lot of tools, boy. That boy got some tools, boy. He got some tools. But we still got Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz coming up. He say Lewis had a better jab than Holmes. What you talking about, Willis? That's your opinion, sir. I don't agree with that. But that's your opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We can agree to disagree on that. But I would have loved to see that fight, though. That's the fight. Larry Holmes had a granite chin. Larry Holmes had that dog in him. Lennox Lewis' chin was not so granite. But Lennox Lewis does have that dog in him. Larry Holmes was a hell of an inside fighter, too. That would have been a damn good matchup, in my opinion. In my opinion. You see what I'm saying? But that's a fantasy match. Again, it's just a fantasy matchup. It's just a fantasy. It'll never happen. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, dog, that's my fantasy, bro. That's my fantasy matchup. And I'm keeping it G with you. Oh, let's get to this super chat right here. Shout out to Joshua Cruz.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Wrong sound effect.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I forgot that I addressed that super chat already. Here you go. He say Larry didn't have an uncrackable chin either. What a fight that would have been. Hey man, that just we'll never see that fight. It just a everybody, we'll never see that fight. So it's just a fantasy. You ask me what my match is, that's it. You ask me what my match is, that's it. I like Larry Holmes. I'm always gonna go with the old school fighters. Holmes, that was my guy. Larry Holmes, that was my guy. And I'm just being honest with you. You see what I'm saying? He said, would you ever consider expanding into the interview game? Yeah, I would definitely love to do more interviews, Cal. But to be honest with you, I'm probably going to be one of the most fair and balanced interviewers on YouTube. Because I'm the type of guy, I would ask tough questions, but I would not disrespect the trainer or the fighter. But because I don't know, because of my character, some of these guys may be afraid to even come on my platform. And I never disrespect them. They won't get death threats, none of that. But it's just that I don't know. I would love to do that. I would love to do that though. I would love to do that. But I'm not gonna kiss ass for no interview. I won't do that. I don't do no ass kissing from no interviews. Because I'm doing fine by myself. But I would love to do some interviews. And if they not if they willing to come on this platform, I would love to interview them. And I'd be respectful. You see what I'm saying? Definitely be respectful. And I ask the questions you guys want me to ask. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. So this brother here says, Prime Holyfield versus Prime Hay. Oh man, it's Holyfield all goddamn day. Holyfield all day. That's an easy one for me. Holyfield all day. Holyfield all day. I got Holyfield all day over David Hay. Bro, that ain't even. That's too easy for me. She says, yes, do interviews. Yeah. I would love to do interviews. I would love to do interviews. But I think there's a red flag on me. Don't go on that guy's channel. But guess what? This is one thing I know. They're going to come by force or they're going to come by choice. The bigger we grow, the bigger this platform get, they're going to come. Because the numbers are not going to lie. They're going to come. They're going to come. They're going to come. You see what I'm saying? They'll come, I'll get them. Either today or tomorrow or the next day or the next day, I'll get them. And I could probably get some more people to come on, but I don't reach out to other people because I don't want nobody thinking I want to use their contacts, stuff like that. I say, nah, we ain't going to do that. Because, the YouTube circle is very small. Some of these guys are very funny. We say, fight fan, at least give me an opponent. The channel, okay, that's, maybe you can ask for the icons to hook you up with Dillian White for you. White would love to hear about your hatred towards Odos. Hey, all right with that K. He said, Coach, you are doing the biggest numbers on the tube by far. Look at the weekend numbers. No, I'm not doing the bigger numbers. You got guys who've been doing this way longer than me. Got people like Sporting Icons. You got people like the boxing boys, the counterpunch. Those guys have been doing it way longer than I have. I haven't been doing this a year yet. I've only been doing this for months. They've been doing it for years. So those guys got me by a long shot. The showbiz is, those guys have been doing it for 10 years, 11 years, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years. I've been doing it for 9.5 months. So I don't even measure up to those guys. Shout out to Sub Skrilla.
Hey, okay.
He said, Coach, Sonny Edwards versus Ernie Shavers. Who you got? That's a good one. That's a good one. Damn, that's a good one. I'm going to go on Ernie Shavers. Teach says Holyfield versus Fury. The real deal versus Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Oh, I'm going to make some Fury fans mad. I'm going to take Holyfield. I'm going to take Holyfield, dog. I'm going to take Holyfield, bro. I'm going to make some Fury fans mad. I got to take the real deal, bro. I got to take the real deal. I got to take Holyfield, man. I got to take Holyfield. That was a tough son of a gun.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Grandmaster for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, do you think Fury is that good or a hype job? No, he's good. There's nothing hype about Fury. Tyson Fury is a gamer fighter. Like he's game. Whenever, he gets up to the level of the competition, he's good. There's nothing hype about Fury. Irregardless of what I made, my criticism of him personally, with him lying and stuff like that. But when it comes to the boxing inside of the ring, I really have no criticism of that guy. That guy's good. No, he's not a hype. I think AJ can beat him. Yes, anybody can be beaten in boxing. Anybody can be beaten. Fury just hasn't lost yet. So until somebody beats him, he's that guy. Zadie says, prime Roy Jones, Ray Robinson. Oh, man, you's a daddy dog. Oh, you's a daddy dog, man. Sugar Ray Robinson is my favorite fighter of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson is my favorite fighter of all time. Roy Jones in his prime, and I got Roy right there on the wall. Oh, man, don't make me. Oh, boy, I hate you for this one here, bro. Boy, I hate you for this one here. I don't want to answer that question. I ain't going to answer that question right now. He said, Coach, do you think Fury is too good for the current heavyweight division? No, I don't think he's too good for the current heavyweight division. No, I don't. Or should have been fighting in past heavyweights in the division. No, I don't think he's too good for the current heavyweights in the division. We won't know that until he fights the other heavyweights in the division. Once he fights them, then we'll know. That'll determine who's too good. For to answer that question, I got Ray Robinson, man, over Roy Jones, man. Damn. Boy, you put me in the corner, boy. Boy, you put me in the corner. He said that's the problem. He didn't have no competition, and he's chinny. I got Ray Robinson. Oh, this guy here says Robinson is the greatest. Yeah, man, I got Ray Robinson over Roy, man. God damn. Cause I was a fanboy of Roy Jones, but Ray Robinson is my all-time greatest fighter of all time. Period. That dude went up and down, moving up divisions, fighting people. Fighting some fights he had fought. Ray Robinson fought a guy. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull it up right here. Oh, y'all got me started, boy. Boy, y'all got me started talking, bro. Oh, man. Bro, don't do this. Ray, I gotta find the guy though. Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson didn't play. Ray Robinson was 5'11" too. Ray Robinson didn't even play. Ray Robinson, one of his toughest fights. Of course, he started losing fights as he got older, guys. Because Ray Robinson fought for like 20 years? Yeah, Ray Robinson fought for like 25 years. Ray Robinson fought for 25 years. Long time to be a boxer. Right? Ray Robinson fought Jake LaMotta, lost to a unanimous decision. Came back and fought him again. Check this out. Ray Robinson, y'all check this out. Ray Robinson lost to Jake LaMotta. He was 40-0. He lost to Jake LaMotta in a unanimous decision, right? That was February 24th, 1943. He came back 2 weeks later and fought a dude named California Jackie Wilson. He won a majority decision, right? 2 weeks later. He came back a week later and fought Jake LaMotta again and beat him in a 10-round decision. These dudes was fighting like, bro. You feel me? Like, these dudes was fighting back then. The man had a whole lot of game. But Ray Robinson, man, bro, Ray Robinson always gonna be all-time great for me, bro. That's just my bias, and I'm being honest. I'm being honest, guys. That's my bias. That's my bias, dog. He says, my fault, coach. We're talking about your boy. I don't know who you're talking about, my brother. James Toney say James Toney is my favorite fight of all time. James Toney was a bad boy. Yes, he was. Inside fight game. James Toney, the peekaboo side. James Toney sit right there in front of you. You will not be get a clean shot on him. Bobbing and weaving, ducking and dodging. Bap, 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 bap. He smothered your attack and get his shots off. James Toney was a bad boy. Floyd and Duran. I got Floyd. Floyd and Duran, I got Floyd all day. Too much hand speed. Too much hand speed. Hand speed and footwork. Here I see Floyd fighting Duran the way Sugar Ray fought him in the second fight. Too much hand speed. He say top knockout artist. Tommy he say Tommy Morrison. R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison, man. R.I.P. to the Tommy Morrison, man. I'm not going to I'm gonna put some respect on Tommy Morrison's name, man. My brother right here said that check this out. You hit the nail right on the head. Eddie Val, you're right, my brother. Sugar Ray Robinson lost his first fight. His 41st fight he lost. He was 40-1. He went on. He had a draw right there. He went on, had another draw right there. He had a no contest right there win. He went on. He won the next 89 fights. He did go 89-0. He didn't lose any fights, but he had a couple of draws in there that he didn't win. But he went 89 straight fights before he lost again. Say what you want to say. Do you know how hard it is to go 40-0? You have your 41st loss, you lose, and then you come back and win your next 89. You have 89 more fights before you lose again. He lost right here. He was 129-2. His second loss. Sugar Ray Robinson. And he moved up and down weight divisions. No catch weights. You middleweight, I'm coming up there. None of that. None of that. None of that. He was the lightweight champion, welterweight champion, middleweight champion, light heavyweight champion, moving up and down these streets. Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson. So the original Sugar Ray, Muhammad Ali's favorite fighter, Sugar Ray Robinson. Some of you guys probably didn't know that. Pugilism, he said, would be fun seeing Duran press Floyd because Duran inside game was way better than McDonough in all the modern fighters who like the old school inside game. Yeah, but we're talking about the Roberto Duran in his prime and Floyd Mayweather. I like Pretty Boy Floyd. Hand speed. Roberto Duran probably would have quit. And then, Roberto Duran, he beat Sugar Ray, but he lost to all of the top guys. But boy, Roberto Duran, my favorite Roberto Duran fight is when he beat Iran Barkley. Oh, do you want to see a fight? Watch Roberto Duran versus Iran Barkley. Oh my God. Bruh. Boy, Roberto Duran, oh my boy, Roberto Duran, he's an all-time great. Roberto Duran, Iran Barkley, bro, you need to see that fight. And you would have to know who Iran Barkley was at that time to understand the significance of that victory. Roberto Duran stopped him. Moved up in weight too. Stopped him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bruh. I'm like, so I always give my he said Ray Leonard would have given Floyd a problem. Yeah. Ray Leonard, that'd have been a good fight, Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather. Because Ray Leonard was very good with footwork and timing. Floyd Mayweather was really good, really good. We're talking about Pretty Boy Floyd. Not Money Made, Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was a bad boy. Pretty Boy Floyd was a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Pretty Boy Floyd was a bad boy. He was a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie. And we know Sugar Ray Leonard a bad boy. We ought to know that. We know that. He say Prime Chavez versus Floyd. Floyd Mayweather. I saw this. I'm gonna tell you why, Hector. I saw what my main man Pernell Whitaker did with Julio Cesar Chavez. You see, I got Pernell back there. Sweet Pea. Bro, do you want to see a robbery? Watch Pernell Whitaker versus Julio Cesar Chavez in Las Vegas. I think that fight happened in 1993, something like that. Go watch that fight. You want to see a robbery? He thoroughly, bro. It wasn't even close. Watch that fight. Literally. Bro, Iran Barkley, he said James Toney told Caleb Plant how to beat Canelo. Did you see that video last year, Coach? Yeah, I saw that video. Telling him how to beat him and him actually doing it is two different things. But you feel me, though? All that, he said Roy Jones Jr., Roy Jones in his prime versus Canelo. Oh, that's easy, Roy Jones. That's real easy. Roy Jones Jr. in his prime versus Canelo in his prime. Canelo's in his prime right now. Roy Jones Jr. all day. All day. We talking about prime Roy. The one that beat Bernard Hopkins in the 90s. The one that beat Virgil Hill and the one that beat James Toney. That guy. That guy right there. Yeah. That guy right there. Sam Langford had over 500 fights. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now, I know some Canelo fans going to be hot. Oh, he's a Canelo hater. He said that, no, hey, man, it is what it is. That's my opinion. I was a fanboy of Roy Jones. Roy Jones in the 90s, that guy, you wasn't beating that guy. Not prime Roy Jones. You're not beating that guy. The Roy Jones that moved up to heavyweight and came back down, that Roy Jones there, you'll beat him all day. Canelo will beat that guy. But Canelo in his prime Canelo, which Canelo's in his prime right now, Roy Jones in his prime, I got Roy beating Canelo 7 days a week and twice on Sundays. Period. That's just my opinion. He says Roy Jones was unstoppable when he beat Tarver. He said Mike Tyson versus Joe Frazier. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Butterbean versus Andrew Ruiz. Y'all go. Andrew Ruiz. D-Style says, Pretty Boy Floyd struggled with Castillo. Duran beats him. He struggled with him in the first fight, but the second fight, he beat the brakes off of him. Second fight, he beat the brakes off of Castillo. He said, cause I'll get beat prime Beefcake Roy Jones Jr. No, he didn't. He didn't beat the prime Roy. He said, Coach, Don King probably had something to do with that. Yeah, Don King had something to do with that. Don King had something to do with that. He definitely had something to do with that. These are just fantasy matches. You know, these are our opinions. You know what I mean? We can agree to disagree on whatever. These are just our opinions. Some people believe that some of these fighters today, they the best in ever, and no one will beat them. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're a diehard Canelo fan, Canelo is the greatest fighter of all time. No one beats him. He's the greatest ever to put on a pair of gloves. That's how they feel about him. I totally disagree with that, but that's how they feel about it. If you are a Errol Spence Jr. fan, EJ is the best welterweight that ever stepped in the welterweight division. Nobody beats EJ. EJ is he's phenomenal. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Depending on how you feel personally about the fighter, that's where you're going to go at. You know, he say Don King versus any boxer. King wins. Yeah, King always wins. Jamal Davis says Canelo is overrated. I won't say that. I won't say Canelo's overrated. He hasn't lost a fight since Floyd Mayweather took him to school. Since Floyd Mayweather put that beating on Canelo, Canelo took a lot of Floyd Mayweather's style. Canelo don't fight Mexican style. You know, the Mexican style is more like, you know, the pressure fighting, how Julio Cesar Chavez fought, stuff like that. You know, he doesn't fight that way. After he got beat by Floyd. And a lot of Canelo fans don't want to admit that. And the fanboys, they don't want to admit that, but he took a whole lot of from Floyd. Yeah, he did that. But after Floyd beat Canelo, he hasn't lost a fight since. So that's been what, 7.5 years, something like that. Shout out to Grandmaster.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Grandmaster say, Coach, Canelo lost to Lara, Triple G, and Trout, and the judges belted him out. He definitely lost that Triple G first fight. I totally agree with that. He definitely lost that first Triple G fight. I am not a fanboy of no boxer. He definitely lost that first Triple G fight. Triple G should have won that fight. Second fight, he beat him. Lara, I got to go back and look at that fight again. I saw that fight one time, dog. I saw that fight one time. And Trout, I'm going to go back and look at that again. Let's see. I'm going to go back and look at that again. Hagler would have destroyed Canelo. I'm always going to pick Hagler. I'm always going to pick Hagler, bro. All right, bro. Bro, listen. I'm always going to pick Hagler, bro. No, listen. I'm just being honest with you, dog. That was my guy. I got him right down the wall right there. He said, Coach, why J-Rock lost pressure, lost his pressure box on Mexican? I don't know, man. J-Rock, I don't know, man. You know what? I didn't even see that fight, dog. I didn't even see it. Because by the time I bought the pay-per-view, I had missed the fight. I didn't even see that fight, bro. I didn't even see that fight. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't even see that fight. Shout out to Diallo Huggy, man. Hey, okay. Huggy Bell with the lick read, baby. Oh, that's my main man. Oh, Huggy Bell. Huggy, where you been at, man? Oh, well, Huggy Bell. Where Huggy Bell been at? Huggy Bell, what's up, man? What's going on? He said, Huggy Bell. Wait, where my main man? I'm trying to find him over here. Find old Huggy Bell over here, man. There you go. There my dog. There go Huggy Bell. Yeah, man. Let's go back over. He says, Canelo was really lost. Canelo was really lost to Lara and Triple G. He said Lara schooled Canelo and they got robbed. He says, Coach, you are a bad boy. I have commented to a nap. Went, picked up the kids, come out from school, and you still going hard. Yeah. I'm finna go ahead and wrap it on up. And listen, man, it's been nice, guys. We're gonna do this whole everything tomorrow. But you know how we do it, guys. We're gonna do this OJ Juman style. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. This is a home for people who love the sport of boxing more than they love a particular fighter. If you're a fanboy, this is not the channel for you. Just to be fair, right? Anyways, let's do this. OJ the Juman style. We see you guys 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. But let's do this OJ Juman style. Shout out to the JBN's boxing. Okay. Shout out to Magic Key Boxing who was here earlier. Okay. Shout out to my main man Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Okay. Shout out to Lady Shan Dutton MCs and the Queen Lady Shan. Okay. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Okay. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Okay. Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna. Okay. Shout out to any other queens I may be forgetting in this chat. Okay. Shout out to my brother, shout out to Jamal Davis. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Saul T. Shout out to Arsenal Manic. Shout out to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Grandmaster. Shout out to Kelly Ellie. Shout out to Don King. Shout out to Jay Mooring. Okay. Shout out to my brother Hector Garcia. Shout out to Dimitar. Shout out to Nick Rich, the Queen Nick Rich. Okay. Shout out to D-Style Boxing in the house. Okay. Shout out to Andy C. Shout out to Andrew Baxter. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Always a pleasure to have you. Okay. Shout out to the Media Dog. What's happening, bro? Okay. Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Saul T. Shout out to Ben Price. Shout out to Othel Wolf. Shout out to True Down Mexican. Shout out to Roy versus Floyd. I got Roy. Shout out to Nat Dialogue. Okay. Shout out to Big Junes. Shout out, he says Sweet Pea versus Tony and Mayweather. Oh yeah, never mind. No, I misread that. Shout out to my brother Teach. Okay. Shout out to Eddie Val. Okay. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to Ben Adams. Shout out to Carl Williams. Shout out to Jamal Davis. Shout out to Dragonland. What's up, bro? Okay. Shout out to the Fight Doctor. Shout out to Ben Sosa. Okay, we reloaded. Okay. Lennox Lewis versus Fury. So, oh yeah, Lennox Lewis all day. Lennox Lewis all day. It's not even close to me. Shout out to Pugilism. Shout out to Self. Shout out to Andy C. Okay. Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Puerto Rican Rum. Don't drink too much tonight, brother.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Andrew Baxter. Shout out to Eddie Val. What's happening, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Grandmaster Flash. Oops, I mean Grandmaster.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to my main man. Who else we got? Shout out to the Fight Doctor. Shout out to Sporting Icons who blessed us with his presence today.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to my main man on Retro Boxing and Documentaries, my brother Blood. Salute to my brother over there, man.
Hey. Okay.
My Florida homie. Shout out to everybody from the state of Florida, the Gunshine State.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Sub Skrilla. Shout out to Seminole Garno. Shout out to Self. Shout out to NDC. Shout out to Jamal Davis once again. Shout out to Pugilism. What's happening, fam? Shout out to my main man, Diallo Huggy, aka Huggy Bear.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to my brother Jeff Lucietta. What's happening? Shout out to JBN John Boxing News. Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to the Queen Ava.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Jawan. What's going on, brother? Do you miss me?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Eric 1984. Not 1984. In Florida, we say 1984. You feel me?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Uwapo. Shout out to Ben Price. Shout out to Ian Rowe. Shout out to Isaiah. Shout out to James Rudd. Shout out to James. Shout out to Self. Shout out to Tony Boswell. Shout out to my main man, Big Ronald Finkley in the house.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Shane. Shout out to, I already said shout out to you already. Andrew Baxter. Carl the Truth Williams. Shout out to the Queen Kelly Ellie. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Rebuttal Entertainment. Shout out to Light Skin Lou, man. Light Skin Lou and Lamont Peterson too, man. Shout out to Lewis over there, Rebuttal Entertainment, man.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to my Maestro. He was here earlier as well.
Hey.
My
Okay.
main man, Major Key Boxing. He got the keys to the city.
Hey. Okay.
Not the city, the city.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to teach. Listen, I'm trying to teach you how to speak country, dog. We country down here in Florida. We're not country, but we're country. We have a southern dialect. You feel me?
Hey. Okay.
We got our own little swag going on down here. Shout out to Jay Vike. Shout out to Ben Price. Shout out to Demetha, Trevor Brown. And shout out to James Rudd, Jeff Lucietta. Man, it's too many names. Christopher. Let's see. Let's go down to the bottom. Andrew Baxter, Minister Society, O-Dog in the building, O-Dog and Kane
Hey. Okay.
in the building. Now you see, you know you done messed up, right? Now, first you said you left the store at 8:15. Now you're saying you left the store at 9:45. You see, you know you don't effed up right. Shout out to Minister Society. Shout out to Chess Kings.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to my brother Tony Boswell. Shout out to Open Dirt.
Hey. Okay.
Philip Barrow. Scenario. What's the scenario? 1-on-1. What's going on? Jedi Gremlin. What the league read? Rider of the Storm. What's up, bro? And I think that's it. Ben Price. That's it, guys. If I forgot you, please forgive me. Don't hold it against me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Also, guys, check out the merch. Click the link in the description below. We'll be on tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know how we do it? Don't meet me there, beat me there. See you guys later. I love you guys. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.